my God, is that the Faces of the Future? You said that's a weird ice cream truck.
Sound, yeah, like that theme song wasn't it. That wasn't Mr. Softy, bitch.
It's like some Grim Reaper type shit.
Right. Yeah.
So you gonna snatch your kid up.
No bullshit, bro.
I mean,
give me your kid.
You said what?
Give me your kid.
You said, give me your kid.
That must be like a water ice truck or something.
You said a water ice truck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Mr. Softy don't sound like that. He's not the one in our neighborhood don't sound like that.
Mr. Softy has that iconic theme song.
How many Mr. Softies do you think there are like in the country?
Probably a lot, bro.
There's probably thousands,
Yeah.
bro.
How do you think I wonder how long they've been in business for. I'm about to look it up.
I thought isn't the original Mr. Softy on the East Coast though?
You said the original Mr. Softy?
Is it? I thought.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I mean, I'll look it up. But yeah, I mean, what was your favorite thing to get from Mr. Softy?
Yeah, like a milkshake or just a regular like.
You got a milkshake?
Hell yeah, or like.
Why you look at him like you was like disgusted? Like what you mean?
I wasn't disgusted, but like
he said you got a milkshake.
You get a popsicle, bitch.
I got the rocket popsicle, the red, white, and blue.
It was either red, white, and blue, or it's like vanilla ice cream with the sprinkles with the Jimmy's.
Vanilla ice cream with the sprinkles.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty basic too, though, nigga.
What are cookies and cream?
I mean, it might be basic, but I mean,
was it rainbow or chocolate?
It was rainbow.
Hey, I mean, some people get chocolate.
You say you got the rainbow Jimmy's.
I couldn't fathom.
Yo, who started that? Call them Jimmy's.
That's a good question.
You think it was like somebody? What? What's possible?
Jimmy's.
The sprinkles. Some people call out in the
South. Nah, some people do. They call it Jimmy's.
So I'm like, who came with the name Jimmy's? Like sprinkles.
That sounds like a New York thing.
You said a New York thing?
I don't know. Or a Jersey thing. I don't know.
Definitely had to be. I mean, it probably sound like a Jersey thing. I mean, everybody around where we was, he's like, yo, you get Jimmy's on it? I was like, what the heck is a Jimmy? Like,
what's a Jimmy?
what is a Jimmy? That joke crazy.
Yeah, it is.
You saying Jimmy's? You was really saying Jimmy's?
I wasn't saying Jimmy's.
It was either Jimmy's or Sprinkles.
I was not saying Jimmy's. You was saying Jimmy's.
It's definitely.
Fuck no, I said Sprinkles, nigga.
You went to the shop. You said, yo, can I get the rainbow Jimmy's?
I don't know.
You probably looked at me, what the hell is a Jimmy?
I barely got Sprinkles on my shit. No bullshit.
I mean, Sprinkles was a little excess.
Because what is it? Like, is Jimmy's the northern thing or is that like a southern thing?
I thought shit. Sound Jimmy's. Let me get some Jimmy's on my fucking ice cream.
I mean, he was down south. I was more. Like
I ain't really hear anybody say Jimmy's.
I heard
say
Sprinkles. Yeah, Sprinkles. You know what I'm saying? But we went to the pool. We got the cookies and cream. Not the cookies and cream.
Talking about the Peachwood pool?
The Peachwood pool, yeah. Say we got the.
Remember they used to have them parties?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Peachwood. It was like you had to be like an 8th grader or some shit.
Yeah, you never went to the Peachwood pool, John and Logan?
No.
Really?
I think
They used to have the parties at night.
Because you got to understand, I was all the way in East Greenwich.
True.
So like during that time, like I couldn't get a ride all the way to
That's
Logan.
a fact.
You know
That's a
what I'm
fact.
saying? When I was living in Swedesboro, I think it was a little bit different, but at the same time, like I was young, so I didn't really know much about like Logan. Plus, I didn't know anybody out there.
True. Yeah, we only did it because we went to the pool there. That's like the part of
we're right on that border though.
Yeah, we were on that border. Right on that border.
Of Woolwich and like Logan type shit.
Yeah, because what was I about to say? Because when you said 8th grade, everybody's you wait to that age.
Shit, wasn't that the only pool in town at the time?
100%. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Damn.
Everybody went to that joint in the summertime. That was the hangout.
Because it was like either that or like what, Riverwinds?
I mean, we was going up to Riverwinds.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that was like the closest.
But Riverwinds didn't come till later.
Yeah. What you mean?
It was like a new facility when we were coming up. Like they built Riverwinds, like the pool and all that type of stuff.
That was around middle school.
That's what I'm saying. Like when we was coming up, like Peachwood was always there.
It was. That's what
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the little parties, like that's where I met the people from Logan.
Yeah,
that's when you had the crossover.
Yeah, you had the crossover. I mean, that's how it be.
Yeah. No bullshit.
I mean, our location, we was right in the middle. We had the Logan right there. We had Swedesboro. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a whole different like ecosystem. You know what I'm saying?
And then when they opened up Lock Ave, that's when it like really was the crossover. Mm-hmm. Everybody be like, yeah, we locking up in Lock Ave. Like,
it used to be a meetup spot. No bullshit.
Mm-hmm. You go to what was the little fair joint that they had during the
Fun Day, bitch?
Fun Day. Yeah. I forgot about Fun Day.
That's what went down.
Should happen like every June.
Fireworks.
I forgot about Fun Day.
It's not the same anymore.
Did you ever buy them marshmallow guns?
Nah.
Hell no.
The marshmallow guns.
Yeah. So they like made these like these guns like out of pipes and stuff like that. Yeah. And just put marshmallows in them.
You shoot them at people?
Just shoot them at people.
Nah, bro, I never did that before.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, that's crazy. But nah, I do remember Fun Day. I can't. It was because I remember that's when they like started doing when like you won like a championship or anything like that.
Oh,
they would have you like go ahead and walk the parade or whatever like that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Miles never won a chip, so
yeah, I know.
You wouldn't know.
In high school, I don't think I ever wanted. I mean,
talking about young boy days, bro.
You said what?
Like youth days.
Even young boy, young boy is definitely.
That's what we're talking about.
I was in the gap year. I was in that gap. Like y'all squad was good, and then their squad was below, so it was good. And us, we just never get over the hump.
Yeah.
Dang, that was one of those times I used to be so frustrated.
Damn.
As a youngin'. What you mean? Y'all would be in the dance though.
Yeah.
Football, it was different though.
What we talking about? Like youth days? Talking about?
Yeah.
Y'all used to win all the time. What you talking about?
Okay, you talking about youth days, not high school.
We're talking about Hidden Acres days.
Yeah.
When that's the glory. You
That's
know what I'm
when everybody
Everybody
was
wanted
on
to go-
top.
yeah,
Big
you
man
was-
on campus.
Yeah,
Them leather jackets.
Little
Leather
league. You know what I'm
jackets.
saying?
Walk
No
around
bullshit.
school on Friday with the jersey, knowing like, yeah, I'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, right. Saturday is really the prime time.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. You think our league would be good? You think we would dominate Snoop's league back in our prime?
Nah, I think we would compete 100%. Hell yeah.
definitely compete.
We would definitely compete, but I feel like
Well, I'm saying them Cali boys. I'm saying shout out to my boys, but the Cali boys kind of skinny names, young boys. We had some.
We was out there. I mean, just niggas was hitting down
There's more,
Jersey.
like I started to realize like coming up, like young boys. When I look at the Pop Warner leagues, like in like Florida and all, they speed demons like skinny niggas to speed. Like us, we had a mixture of both.
Yeah,
We the ground and pound and the speed.
it's like it's Big Ten football.
Big Ten. He said Big Ten football.
Yeah, no
We
bullshit.
definitely could compete with the best of them for sure.
Because you had skill players, then you also had real life trench players.
Yeah,
A little bit more on the textbook end, but like
yeah. But you had big boys like
that's something that really be
'cause
textbook and
especially-
fit you.
especially when you went away from the weight. It was just age and grade.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Had-
I never played in weight. Ever.
Never played weight?
You never
Hell,
played weight?
fuck no.
Yeah.
You missed out.
What you mean you missed out?
You really had to run laps to make weight.
Yeah,
Like, that shit was
I'm
crazy.
saying like I always played. I mean, technically I played like older in a way.
Yeah.
No, you
know
did,
what I'm
you
saying?
did.
But I'm saying like
By the time you started playing, they weren't doing weight no more.
hell no.
Yeah.
It was always age.
Yeah, because they
my knowledge.
started doing weight maybe when I was like 11.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe
so
like
like
11.
what year then?
Probably 11's what, like second grade maybe? Second, third grade?
You 11 in second grade?
Right? What's first? No. 11 years, sixth grade, huh?
Hell yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
I was like, hold on.
Hey, y'all know this out.
Say, damn, you old ass nigga.
Nah. 11 years. I'm tripping. I mixed that. Second grades are what, like 8, 9?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm way
that's
off.
about
Yeah.
it.
So that
But-
been like what, like 04?
Yeah,
05?
because I remember I told the story. I told the story on the pod before when I was playing up. This might have been before you came to Kingsway.
Oh, yeah.
To play midgets.
Right.
Because like James Smith was the man at the time playing running back.
Right.
We was young boys.
I was supposed to be on your team.
Yeah.
But I missed weight. Like
Yeah,
I was
really?
too, I was
Oh,
too
shit,
heavy.
damn.
So I had to play up with like Alex Chris,
Yeah.
Dustin Deastamon and
Yeah.
all them.
And me, like I was a young bull playing because you know me, I was chubby when I was young.
Yeah.
I couldn't make weight for nothing. So I'm playing up with the old head. I'm second street.
What, the
running back.
Unlimiteds?
Nah, hell no. Unlimited in second grade is crazy. I would have been obese at that if I was playing
Damn.
Unlimited. Unlimited is like the grown
I
man.
know.
Right.
Yeah, Unlimited is like you, like you're not making weight. You like 180, whatever it may be. That
You're a
type
man
of thing.
child
Yeah, you
at
playing
that
with-
point.
Yeah, there's no point. Like if I'm playing with
That boy
Unlimited.
Arlen would have been on the Unlimiteds as
Yeah.
a freshman.
Yeah, you'd have got that. See, was weight like age too? Like it couldn't be a certain age. They only move you up a certain amount.
Or
Or was it just weight?
I don't know. I think it was just weight.
That's crazy. That's
Bro.
dangerous.
Hell yeah, it's
That's
dangerous, bro.
dangerous.
That's how somebody gets hurt, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time,
Yo, it's
people were
church
still
warfare.
cheating with their age.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, because I'm like, I feel like all teams at one point had to go to Salem, get those pictures taken.
Yeah,
but,
get
like,
your birth certificate and everything.
they cheated, bro.
Yeah, 'Cause I remember you had to step on the scale. Coaches be mad. Players be out there running laps in the sweatsuit, like you really,
Damn.
like just to make weight for the season. You could gain that joint back.
Right.
You feel me? So it'd be just for the start of the season. You had to make weigh-ins, and then after that, it's like you could weigh whatever.
So you like the weights? I mean, going by weight or going by age better?
just in terms of like
question.
ability. I mean, I feel like age for sure because you're really playing against the people that's your age.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, for the most part, majority of the time.
For the
But
most
like,
part.
but weight is mixing everything, bro. Like you could be playing against a motherfucker that's 3 years older than you.
Yep.
Just because you a heavy bull, you could be a young bull. Like playing against him in.
Shit. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, age is except when you got to like 8th grade because you had some people got held back and they're grown men playing against
Shit.
you.
Even under 8th grade, there were some kids that was still playing up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who's y'all biggest rival?
In midgets,
Yeah.
it depends on what year. For real.
It's coming. Oh yeah, because I would say like Vineland and Pensgrove. No.
It was like, yeah, it really was a mix of like Vineland, Pensgrove. Yeah, so I would say Pensgrove was the most because I've probably seen them the most in the playoffs. For real. And they always had that one bull that I think he was like 17, bro.
Yeah. You play like fullback, running
Yeah,
back.
he was like Kyle Lloyd size.
Yeah.
But
on
like,
that team.
yeah, but was like on some like he's too old. Like should be like a freshman, sophomore in high school.
Damn.
Yeah. That was I remember that year because he was on the sideline for like the whole entire half, and he was up by like 20 or something.
He was like number 13,
and then he came back. And then he came in the game with like a different jersey on. I'm like,
shit,
jersey little as hell.
What the hell going on?
Hey yo,
jersey little as hell. Didn't have the T-bird here. There was one bar.
Ew.
Yeah, so I
was toting the pill, huh?
Yeah, he was all right.
He was cool. He was big.
He was just big as hell.
Okay.
And would just talk crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Violent didn't become like a squad until like my 7th, 8th grade year. That's when they had the boy Winchester.
Yeah.
Who was like he was nice. He was running back.
Running back?
Yeah.
What number was he rocking?
21, I think.
Yeah,
I think he was rocking 21. So I would say, Pennsgrove, Violent, and then it would be between most likely West Defford and Bridgeton. Bridgeton has some hitters, bro.
Oh yeah, when I was young boy, Bridgeton was like
when I was young, when I was in Paulsboro,
I did not like playing
when
Bridgeton.
I was in Paulsboro, remember when they had the damn cow?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's
boys had a full bull outside.
They had a full bull at the midget game. That's my first time I got touches in like the, you know what I'm saying, the prime time.
Yeah, the mascot.
It was cold as hell. And I got first carry, got smacked. Like ball came through the A gap. They didn't block for me. You know what I'm saying? That was my wake up call.
Fucked up.
So welcome to the big leagues, bro.
Yep.
Real shit.
That was like, dang. But yeah, they did have the bull.
Yeah,
Who was your rival?
Rival coming up? Gibbstown. We played them a lot.
I remember Gibbstown.
They had a squad. When I was playing, a lot of the Paulsboro boys, like they switched over to Gibbstown and played just because like the weighted thing. You feel me? And then Pennsgrove, I want to call them right because we never really could get. That's one team we could never really get.
That was your Timber Creek before Timber Creek.
In midgets, yeah. And then I remember my 8th grade year, Millville, bro. They was just
they had a nice program as well.
Tough.
Yeah,
we went down to the wire with them.
We played Millville probably once.
They had one bull. He wore number 21, bro. He was standing in the distance, bro. That he was just lining up like 20 yards behind safety. At the time, the bull, who was our running back? The bull, Eric Hay. He was bigger than everybody. We would give him the pill, so he would break away. But they had a bull that was the same size as him. Couldn't break away from him. Catch him every time. He break for 10 yards, tackle.
Right.
Any other game would just be to the crib, to the Baja.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it was one of them. It was one of them ones. We a lot of great games of midgets.
Yeah,
I think our midget league was tough.
Hell yeah, especially when like Women Park came over.
See, I never played Women Park. I mean, I did play Women Park my last year.
Hell yeah.
My last 2 years I played Women Park. Yeah.
Who's William Park?
Women Park's Camden. That was their midget league team.
Y'all ever play GT?
Yeah.
I remember them.
The GT. Wait.
GT Lions.
Yeah, because it was like a gold and black team. That was GT Lions, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like they were either gold and black or gold and blue. They had like the actual like the Georgia Tech logo on their helmet.
I know what you're talking about. I think they was gold and black, bro.
Yeah.
I forget what town.
And then there was another team. What squad were they? They played in the Logan League though. I forget the name of them. They were like they started with a P. They were like
the PYA or some shit.
Nah, not PYA. It's not Longside. I forget the name of them. It'll come to me eventually. But like they was we only scrimmaged them. We never played them because we was different leagues. But we scrimmaged them. They had some dogs.
Yeah,
they had some dogs.
Hell yeah.
And shout out to Logan boys. He was way nicer than y'all. I know Dex gonna see this.
They always yo. I remember
trash.
so many times they would have been like, "Yeah, y'all need to come play us. Like we way better." And I'm like, bro,
fuck no.
We'll trash.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Real trash, y'all. And I remember we scrimmaged them. That's when like who was on that team? Ben, Shannon, and I think Emilio might have been on that squad too.
Bubs was nice.
And DJ, I think DJ was playing at that time.
Probably, he's probably the quarterback.
I think he was playing at the time. I remember we scrimmaged them.
That boy was nice though. Emilio
took off on them.
Yeah,
right.
It was just a regular scrimmage like because it was just so much trash talking back and forth. So we just went over there and scooped them bulls.
It's a fact.
It'd be like that. But yo, before we jump into the pod, it said Mr. Softy was founded in 1956 in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I knew. That's what I said. I knew it was on the East Coast.
It has grown into one of the largest soft serve ice cream truck franchises in the United States, known for its nostalgic jingle.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to tell you.
That's what he said when he heard that.
Evil jingle.
Mr. Softy, nigga. That shit's iconic, nigga.
Yeah.
That's Wario.
Huh?
Instead of Mario.
Right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Waluigi.
No bullshit.
Yo, before you get started, I want to, speaking of that, one thing I really want to do is the real life Mario Kart race. Like I want to do that. I seen like a clip of that on like on socials. Like people really racing in the Mario Kart joints through a city. I don't know if it was in Tokyo or something like that.
Might have been in Tokyo.
I want to do that.
They
That'd
just
be
like
fun.
drive around. I don't think y'all race. I think y'all just drive around and like
But if somebody did that, like they really like on some
shit.
That'd be lit. That'd be
would be lit. I ain't gonna lie.
Universal Studios might do it because they might they're building like Mario World.
That would be
so like
that's gonna do numbers.
Universal Studios is building like a bunch of different parks.
Yeah,
and Mario World is like one of them. So they might do it. Who knows?
We gonna see.
That'll be lit. No bullshit. Be lit.
Let's get into today's episode, man. Oh my God, is that the faces of the future? Oh my God, is that the faces of the future? Welcome to episode 216 of the Faces of the Future podcast. It's your boy Mills.
It's your boy Shronny.
What's good? What's good? That boy is bad, huh? You got the shades on.
I'm still in my mood right now.
That boy
playing
is
shit on.
Playing shit on. You got the shades on. You got the vibe. He said, I'm in the stew right now.
You know what I'm saying? We outside, nigga.
He said we outside.
It's a nice day.
Yeah, Memorial Weekend vibes.
MDW weekend type shit.
That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, ladies with the sundresses.
Yeah.
Players with the suns out, guns out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what type of time we on.
What else you got for him?
Yeah, hey, man, I'm just keeping it pimping. You know what I'm saying?
You sound cute and pimping. I'm giving it playing.
That's all, though.
Shit, what y'all been up to, man? You know what I'm saying? All new episode. How's y'all weekend been so far?
It's going, bro. I mean, been kind of like smooth, actually. Nothing too crazy this weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, at least not yet.
Yeah, at least not yet. I mean,
and we not jump the gun type shit.
I wish it was a little bit warmer this weekend.
Nah, bro,
It's
GG's.
It's cool.
I fuck with it. I don't need it too hot just yet.
I don't want it too hot, but I need to be just a little bit. I mean, like the other day it was a little breezy. Like I thought I could be outside in like some shorts and a t-shirt, but the wind was blowing a little much.
Right.
Had to put the cargos back on. Had to put the hoodie on. But I mean, I wish it was a little more sunny. It's been kind of gloomy the last week. To be honest,
been
like rainy,
back and forth with rain, bro.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the morning.
Yeah,
like around the morning time to all the way up to noon, it's been like just rain, and then the sun come out, and then that's when everybody else come out. But most of the time, it's just been like back and forth, like you said, gloomy days. Hopefully it'll get warm. Hopefully next week it's a little bit more warm weather.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, especially for the MDW, man. Gotta be warm tomorrow. If it's not warm tomorrow and sun ain't shining, I'm gonna be upset
because like I'm not barbecuing inside.
Yeah,
barbecue inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah,
I think that's why a lot of people doing their cookouts like
today.
Yeah.
I heard a few people. They was just like, "Yeah, I'm about to go to the cookout." I'm like, "Damn, bring me a plate."
Yeah, I need a plate or something, man. I need somebody throw me some ribs on the plate.
What today's like feels like a Saturday, huh?
Yeah,
it do feel like a Saturday.
It does definitely feel like a
Saturday. Because
Saturday.
people don't work tomorrow, so they say.
The long weekend. I mean, do you think the work week should be like that? Like it's like
every Monday, everybody should have off so they can start on Tuesday.
Yeah, I shoot.
I mean, everybody. Yeah, I agree.
Like a Tuesday to Friday type junk.
Yeah.
4-day work week instead of a 5.
I guess. I mean, I feel like people hate Mondays for some reason. I mean, but at the same time, then when Monday comes, people are going to be the same thing on Tuesday. Oh, I got to go back to work.
Yeah, true. But I think like if you had that extra day, it'd be like, all right, not trying to knock everything out in 2 days. It's like, all right, Saturday, Sunday I can really
and Monday you can recoup. I mean, that's what Sunday's for.
Yeah, but you really only get one day.
Friday night, Saturday.
I mean, yeah, but Saturday, and then after that, Sunday's like, all right, you want to recoup, but you still got to get stuff done or whatever it is.
Is life about partying or getting shit done?
That's nothing to do with. That's nothing to do with partying. Yeah. There's nothing to do with partying. It could just be just like that extra day to get whatever you need to get done.
Like what?
I mean, your day-to-day chores, whatever it is. Like Sunday's normally like a cleaning day. You don't really get the relaxation.
Why you clean after work?
You said what?
Clean after work.
I mean, some people do. Depends how your work day is.
You got some people got kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people got the 12-hour work shift. You feel me?
I mean, Mondays your kids are still gonna be there.
Not necessarily go to school.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm talking about the work week. I didn't say the school.
I mean, they're still gonna come home at a certain period of time.
Yeah, but you still have that whole day. Like, say they're away, you have that day to do whatever. You're not like on the clock or whatever it may be.
While they at school, you can go ahead and get everything done in one swoop.
Yeah.
That'd be
not everything. You're not gonna get everything.
You get more.
A good majority.
You think?
And then you don't gotta rush.
Extra 24 hours to get shit done.
It's not really extra 24.
How?
Well, at least how many kids you got? Let's put a scenario.
I mean, let's start. I don't know, 1 or 2. It doesn't make a difference. You can have no kids. You have extra 20, extra
I'm
whatever.
saying if you have a kid or two, let's say you have 2 kids, right? They're at least taking a good 5 hours each or more.
I mean,
between you and
if they're in school, they're gone for 8 hours. So I can say extra 8 to 10. That's still a lot more than not having them at all. Having an extra 8 to 10 at all.
I can get a lot done. I know that. But that extra day, I could get a lot done.
Yeah, you definitely
you can get more done.
I mean, you wouldn't want that though. I mean, I think
I never said I wouldn't want. I'm just saying. I'm just talking right now.
You think people would be like? You think people just drag on that to be like, I gotta go to work now?
A lot of people probably I think people motherfuckers are NPCs, bro.
You said NPCs?
They're gonna just treat Monday like it's Sunday, and then hate Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of people don't think like you and I, or you and me and Rondell type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do this, I could do that. They'll just say, oh, it's an extra day to me to do whatever. True. Or sleep longer, or just fucking eat more.
Even an extra rest though.
Yeah, that
have you rejuvenated?
Rest. Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, everything you're saying, yeah, everybody can have a little extra or something. You're right.
Yeah, I was curious. 'Cause I mean, I know other countries. I think they do like the 4-day work weeks.
I was just about to say that. I know like a few jobs they kind of move towards like the 4-day work week because
really?
they started seeing a lot of what do you want to say, like progression as far as like with the company and the job, like people come are like actually happy to come to work. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being in the cubicle bored as shit, tired as hell and kind of just miserable. So if they were able to do a 4-day week, man, best believe I would definitely take that job.
It says
you couldn't do that for all jobs. It'd be kind of hard.
Oh, no, not all jobs. That's why it's like it's very difficult.
Look, what jobs do you think you couldn't do for?
Police.
Yeah,
I mean, but you but I'm saying, but you have them on a rotation. The rotation would just be different. You know what I'm saying? The rotation would just be different.
You know how much shit that be going on a 24 hours a day?
Like, the rotation would be different, but it's like you also got to think about like the amount of employees that you also have. Like, so like in that sense, it's like it would be difficult to be on a rotation where it's like that because you don't have enough people to like accommodate for those days. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the police force, like they're looking for way more people or something like that.
I would say, aren't they understaffed?
We're like understaffed.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're
really
understaffed by like close to like 1,500 officers.
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro.
So the people outweigh the law enforcement.
The people always outweigh the law enforcement.
Which is about bigger numbers now.
Remember that
Eagles
parade? There was 1.8 million people out there.
Yeah.
There's only 4,000 cops.
You guys ever think
in the whole
when at the parade?
Yeah,
like from all the way up to the Lincoln Financial, all the way up to the museum.
Damn,
1.8 civilians.
That was nerve-wracking.
And there was only 4,000 cops.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what do you think keeps people tamed? Like, because if you really think about it, like,
bro,
if you really wanted, like, in this, like, whether it's police force, whether it's just like
could take over,
bro, it's programming, bro. Because it comes down to like we're the masses are so used to what they see, like, oh yeah, if you do this, the law will whatever. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, realistically, nah. It's like if one day if somebody with like big influences, like, fuck it, let's just take over and create chaos and go against the grain as far as like the government and the law, we really could.
Yeah, that's
but it's just it just takes that one, because you think about it, they think, oh, the law enforcement has more guns. It's like, nah, bro. If the people really rally together and got all their weaponry together and go against them, we could take over.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that'll ever like come to be?
Hell yeah.
How far out do y'all think that is from?
Shit, we're not too far off, bro.
It got to be like
from another Civil War, bro. No bullshit.
Like Armageddon type.
You said some Armageddon?
Yeah.
Hell
like,
yeah.
It got to be like something crazy has to happen.
Shit, after World War III.
I personally can't see it like anytime soon.
Nah, I do.
Like if it becomes a thing where it's like kind of a thing where it's like between different nations and like, I mean, even like you said, Civil War, like if something happens in America where like everybody, there's just two sides and everybody don't mess with each other, I'm pretty sure that like they could just overtake whenever they want to.
Hell yeah.
I don't think it's far-fetched either.
Yeah.
I think, as you said, it just takes one person, one group of people to really be like, oh,
it's gonna come down to religion, bro.
Because even think about like just the attack on the Capitol, not the attack, but like when everybody just ran on the Capitol, whatever. Like imagine that on a larger scale.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the people stormed the Capitol, what could they really do? They didn't really do much.
They ain't do nothing, bro.
It was outnumbered. You know what I'm saying?
They couldn't. They had to lock themselves away.
Yeah, so it's like, imagine like you just said for the example, like the Eagles parade, like 1.8 million people. Imagine they were just like, all right, this is the time we just want to take over everything.
Well, at that point, realistically, unfortunately, they might fucking call like military service, get in a chopper and drop some sort of like nuclear, not like a bomb or something to like contaminate the whole society.
Like people to just disperse?
Nah, nigga, like just hit people with disease.
They put. Yeah, people. Wait. Where
we going?
You think,
bro?
Let's say
if the United States, like the people just try to take over the government, right?
Okay.
Like, and they literally couldn't do shit. What's the next best thing? They're not gonna probably either blow up the whole United States or put out some sort of disease, my nigga.
I get what you mean.
On some like,
I don't know if it'll be a disease. I think it'll be something that's like that would just maybe
start of a zombie apocalypse, bro.
Yeah. I think it was just something to knock people out.
You
Like-
watch too much Resident Evil, bro.
bro, why not though?
No, I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing.
No,
I
so
don't
what's
think- I don't
not
think- I don't
disagreeing?
think
But
they'll be the-
realistically, what's
I don't
knocking
think they'll be the-
people? What's knocking people out gonna really do?
Stop them from attacking.
They wake up, then what?
Shit, by that time the enforcement can come in,
And do what?
have everything controlled. You talk about putting military force in the
But I'm
base.
saying, and do what though? Like I'm saying, okay, they knock them out. People wake up. They can't get every single last person, swoop them up and put them where? Like, what are they gonna do?
Why can't they?
What are they gonna do? They're outnumbered.
I'm saying we've seen military like control societies with less people before in the past, like when they go invade other
I'm
countries.
saying the whole
Concentration camps and all that.
niggas got out the concentration camps.
because with help,
Yeah.
Yeah,
other
I mean,
countries.
yeah. I mean, but people got. I mean, at the end of the day, people got out the concentration camps. No,
I mean, not on their own.
Not on their own. That was like from
but did
governments.
people?
and-
Did people get out of their own concentration camps?
What do you
Like, did they get? Did the Holocaust end at some point?
Yeah, but that's not by the own. We're saying like we're talking about the home. We're talking about there's like a breakout within like Philadelphia or something like that.
I said the whole. I said the whole United States. But keep
Yeah,
going.
but I'm saying I'm putting it on like a city at this point. Like if it's the whole United States, that's one thing. I was mainly talking about like because we were referencing the Eagles parade or whatever. I'm saying like if they try to take over the city, I'm saying like for way to stop it. Like I said, you drop some type of gas, knock everybody out, and that's when it's like all right, what's it called when they have the military control? When everybody
Yeah, that'd have to be on some shit to where it has to
If it's
knock
the whole
these,
United-
a whole 1.1 million
if
people out
it's-
for like a whole week or 2 weeks.
if it's the whole United States, that's a whole different.
Yeah.
That's a whole.
But
different
even
conversation.
1.1 million people, like they'd have to be slumped for like a good ass, long ass time for them
Oh,
just
for sure.
to wipe them out, put
I
them
think,
in
I
contact.
think, I think the government has stuff like that though.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Yeah, the
Shit, we
government
haven't
would have
seen
to start
yet.
acting on that.
So what?
I said the government would have to start acting on that.
Yeah, we haven't seen that shit yet.
Yeah, I mean, but it was the whole United States. I mean, yeah, of course that'd be hard to do. Yeah, 100% that'd be hard to do because the one United States is so big.
The only way to
every
do
state's individual too. So
the
it's
only
like,
way to do some shit like that, you really have to contaminate the whole fucking country, bro.
But what's disease gonna do though?
Make people die, basically control the
So,
population.
but if
No
you put it on
bullshit.
the whole United States, that means like the government people are gonna die. Everything's gonna
Fuck
die.
no, bro. You don't be seeing them niggas be having like protective masks and shit like that.
Like gas masks and shit.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So-
to really control the whole U.S., you probably have to drop some shit to really contaminate motherfuckers.
So say
Real
say the wrong
shit.
people get contaminated though.
I mean, shit,
Scouts-
collateral damage, nigga. I mean, but granted, man will definitely have an antidote.
You said what?
Man will definitely have an
Well,
antidote.
yeah, I mean, some people are gonna adapt naturally to it, or whatever
See,
it is.
that's the
I
thing.
get that, but it's
and they're gonna
it's
do
be
research
sca-
on them
It's gonna be
niggas.
scarce and far between though.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like the ones that adapt is gonna be few and far between. Like you
You're
said,
right.
Like you said when we
It's
watched,
gonna- it's-
you watched Last of Us.
Nah,
Yeah, like the Ellie, like she's one of the people. Like she got bit, nothing happens,
Bro.
to her. But she's like right now, like obviously you think she's only one, but she's few and far between, bro. Like
Okay.
one out of like
Probably.
a
What's your
million.
point?
Million.
So that leaves us vulnerable to other countries, no?
I'm saying, but you gotta think about it. Yeah, it is. But the thing is, the people of the United States are really trying to overthrow the government, my nigga. So yeah, by all else fails, we're gonna fucking take me. If I can't have it, everybody's getting something.
Yeah.
Probably that's what the government's thinking. Hell yeah, if they're about to get overthrown by the people, what else can you do?
Can't really do nothing.
Yeah,
But do what?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
it'd be
not- Real
interesting.
shit.
It'd be interesting to see what happens though. Like when
it's not
when it
too
comes down,
far
like,
off, bro.
Like the programming. That's why I said the programming aspect. I mean, that starts from a young age, no?
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to that, like, what's the craziest programming you think you've seen?
But in
In just terms of like human nature, like whether it's us growing up with kids, you realize, oh, like because like when we're watching TV and then you see like say like Riv or something like that you're watching this like, damn, they were really programming us at a certain age, like something that you seen on the cartoon, you didn't realize you were being programmed, or like a commercial, you didn't realize you were programmed, and you got older, and it's like
probably like jingles.
yeah,
Like, you know how like I feel like back in the day, like in the early 2000s, like the jingles were really a big thing. Like 877 Cash Now.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I do remember a lot of those jingles.
remember IT I want to go to college. You know,
Yeah.
that lady kept saying Romeo was on that shit.
Yeah, Romeo's on that
There was
joint.
like shit like that. I mean, obviously like you got cartoons and shit
Yeah.
like that. But I mean
That's what I
like
was gonna go with cartoons.
but like that and jingles.
Yeah, I think jingles for sure. The cartoons is definitely a big one. I mean, cartoons for sure, 100%, because it's just like even just like the one big thing is like whether it was like Timmy Turner or like the Powder Puff Girls. There's a lot of stuff in this. Like, damn, we was really watching this shit coming up, or just
especially for Power Girls, definitely, especially like showing transgender shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of different shit that was going on when it comes to just like cartoons, or just even just like how we're supposed to act in coming up, or just like even just like stereotypes when it comes to like Johnny Bravo, like how we think certain people act when they're walking around in society, things of that nature. I don't know, but
Ed and Eddie taught you how to hustle. Bro, you gotta think of every episode. Double D, Ed, and Eddie would always be sitting around in a circle, like, how are we gonna get the jawbreaker, bro? Yeah. And always come up with some sort no bullshit.
I forgot about the jawbreaker shit.
Joe was only 25 cents too.
Yeah, them jokes was cheap too.
They would always try to come up with some sort of scheme or some shit. Like Double D would be the analytical one.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Ed would be the crash out, not the crash out, but just trying to do anything. And then Eddie would be the one that's creating the plan.
They really did have to hustle every single day. Yeah. And then what was the mission of like Codenamed Kids Next Door?
Bro, it was just basically like
against the adults, they didn't want to grow up, huh?
Yeah,
that is just like, you know how like when kids make tree houses, the tree houses really they use their imagination. Like when they're fighting like what's his name? Fucking
Father?
Damn, no, I know he was trying to get people to like eat tapioca and shit like that. But I'm saying shit, the dude that used to be always sick, bro.
I know exactly the germ guy.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to think about because like that's really all the stuff that we was worried about as kids too.
Yeah, and like even the pirate that used to eat all the candy, like he'd always eat, like number 2 candy, but like realize you get tooth decay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And the vampire guy that used to brush your teeth, don't eat candy. He used to try to brush your teeth, and he used to be like no, or no, actually, he used to hit him with the belt. Actually, no bullshit. I'm gonna spank you, Count Spankula.
Count Spankula.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Count Spankula.
Memories,
no
bro.
bullshit.
Yo, I forgot about all this.
And then
stuff,
you got the movie, like you said, like the father literally was turning every kid into like 80-year-olds.
Yeah,
type shit.
Yeah, they was getting old, because nobody wanted to be old.
And then the one episode, and then when number 5 that was hanging around the kid that was about to turn like 13, everybody was starting to cry. He's like, damn, bro, he's really leaving and shit.
Yeah, because when you turned 13, you didn't hang out there no more.
And this nigga said, Kids Next Door rules. And then took the picture and he said, what am I doing here with these little ass kids?
That's crazy.
But I felt that though, bro.
Yeah, that he remember.
He remember everything. That's crazy.
Bro, I know my cartoons, nigga. No bullshit.
Yeah, because you did turn 13, so you didn't want to be in the tree houses no more. You didn't want to hang out with the young bulls no more. None
at
of
all, bro.
Dang. But I want to bring that into the first topic of the day. It's why billionaires are investing so much in children's cartoons, and it said it's not about entertainment. And the slide goes on, and this comes from the wealthy.og page on Instagram. It says they're not trying to entertain your kid; they're programming their future customer. Behind every cartoon your child watches is a billionaire building a brand loyalty by age 7. Welcome to the softest form of power. It says the setup: cartoons aren't just for fun. They're psychological real estate. Billionaires fund kids' media to shape values, influence habits, introduce products early, because whoever owns the screen owns the mind that grows with it. And then it says the real business model behind cartoons are billion-dollar machines, merchandising, toys, clothes, cereals, theme parks, licensing deals, spin-off movies and games. Example, a single Peppa Pig deal made $1 billion in merchandise alone. Your kid sees a pig, they see an empire. And then it goes on to say who's really behind them. It says Jeff Bezos funded animated originals via Amazon Kids. Elon Musk's ex started an AI cartoon startup. Chinese tech giants create global kids IP. Disney equals the original blueprint.
Yeah.
Now a political economic force. They don't entertain. They indoctrinate gently. And then it goes into just the whole subconscious strategy about like what's cool, what heroes look like, how to behave, buy, and believe. And they go on to a whole string of different things like colors, character bonding, and all this other type of stuff. So what do you guys think about that? Like the whole strategic plan when it comes to like cartoons. We just talked about like how we realize things that are strategically placed in cartoons as we're adults. But like, what do you guys think about just people putting so much money behind that to program children to become their consumers when they're older?
It's smart because a lot of kids at the age from 3 to 7, they're copy and paste.
Yeah.
Like my seed, everything. I'm not saying everything that I say, but like she's definitely watching everything that I'm doing. Yeah. I could be saying like young boy, she'll either say young boy, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, definitely at that age, that's when they're just literally taking everything in and trying to like repeat that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and even with these shows right now, for example, the Coco Melon, like it started off just as like, you know, like the rhyme songs and stuff like that. Now they have a whole different like Coco Melon to where it's like they're talking like far as like with dialogue now with the songs now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Kind of like how the Rugrats was like Rugrats and then All Grown Up type shit. Yeah. Like that's exactly what they're doing with Coco Melon.
Yeah, and it says by age 5, a child's brain reaches 90% of its adult size. So like 0 to 5 is like the age when it's like like you said, like kind of like that time frame that you were saying.
No bullshit,
that's when they consume the most
everything, bro. Like you could just tell by just their eyes when they just open up and just listening and just how can I just repeat it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it says 0 to 3 is like language, sensory input, emotional bonding, motor skills. 3 to 5 is social interaction, the early literacy, and imagination stage, like you said, the copy and paste stuff, bro. Where they're really figuring out like how to talk, how to like what to use, what's cool to them, like use their imagination, like you see, like you said, your child at the time is like. She's really using her imagination for a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Like at the point where like she's playing by herself, like, you know, you playing with the dolls, thinking like the dolls can talk. Yeah. You know, a normal kid shit, you know what I mean? But
and then they said 6 to 12 is like the critical thinking. That's when they structure everything, and then that's when like they really start to remember a lot of stuff. They retain a lot of stuff.
Shit, I would even say even a little bit earlier than that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So it's crazy. Like it's to me, I'm not surprised the amount of, now that like I'm in the media space, working in the media space, I'm not surprised at the amount of like investment that goes into just like cartoons, child programming, and things of that nature. Especially like you have the pipelines now, and you have all these media companies that are pretty, like, I don't know what they call it, like when they're growing with the company, like their consumers are growing, and they get them really young, and then they have like the different phases, whether it's like you said, the Peppa the Pig, where it's like first just the animation, then it's like, all right, now you're learning stuff, and then it's probably have a next phase of things that when they get to a certain age, they're learning, they're attracted to, whether it be like them starting to sell like merch to them or whatever it is. They have like the shows, like, you know, like the Wiggles go on tour, and people are literally obsessed with that, and they go, or just like the Disney on Ice, where it's like you have all these different things, where it's from merch, amusement parks, spin-off movies, all that type of stuff.
Nah. Even with the fucking, when it comes to like the political and like and pushing like the propaganda, like you said, Disney's definitely the blueprint when it comes to like things like Mulan. Like that's really about like the Ming Dynasty. A lot of people don't really realize with shit like that.
100%.
And it's tough to where it's like they're doing it through animation, and you got like Netflix having their own original animation. A lot of people, they have a boatload of catalog that is pushing a lot of different propaganda through the cartoons, bro. No bullshit. But even Hulu too, I think they have animation, bro.
I mean, all these media companies are for real now.
That's the new wave, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the youth is where it's at. We talked about that too, just unless we're starting to build out like our network and stuff of like what we want to like push as programming. In terms of just like cartoons, animation, all that type of stuff, or just learning and all that. It's like, you really, these companies are vertically integrated through their content. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you have them from a young age, like you said, think about all the old heads that just go to Disney now. From they've been watching Disney since like 70s, 80s, and they go to Disney World every year. Whether it's the next generation, it's just them going back themselves. It's like they're indoctrinated into that society, into that ecosystem of just maybe they're in love with Snow White, or they love the Cinderella story, or whatever it may be. It's like they pass that down on to the next generation. It's like now it's a generational thing.
And it's like if you look at the new like animation and stuff like that, you can kind of tell what the next, not the generations to come is gonna be.
What do you mean?
Like I'm saying, like if you like look at the different like whatever the propaganda is, or the new shows that are coming out, far as like cartoon versions, like I feel like they're trying to push a message for the next the future.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because even like the verbiage that they put in, like with the cartoons, and so what they talk about is like catered towards the younger generation in terms of like what's going on politically or in society, that type of stuff. Yeah. Do you think they're as blunt in cartoons now, or do you think they're a little softer?
They're definitely softer. I think they were more blunt when no, because I feel like they were a little bit more blunt when Cartoon Network was like up and popping. You know,
you talking about back in the day?
Back in the day.
Nah, bro. I feel like nah.
They had the 90s. Nah. They had bugs and all them smoking cigs.
No, but it was more subliminal, bro. I feel like that shit was more subliminal.
You think so?
I feel like far as like the jokes and the cartoons and stuff, that shit was more subliminal, bro. You had to get that shit, bro. Like when we were younger, bro, like we didn't really get that shit. We just thought that shit was purely just funny, my nigga. Now we get it because we're older. I feel like to where it's like now with the shit that they're showing in like cartoons or just like kids, like, I don't want to say reality shows, you know, like the Carly and Sam and shit like that, to where it's like they're putting it right in your front of your face,
But
bro.
I think that's because you're, like you just said, back with the old cartoons, like you're the age now where you understand like what that means. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you would understand what that meant at the age of like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old.
I get what you guys are saying.
I get what you're saying, bro. I'm saying some of the stuff, like when it comes to like certain appearances in shows and stuff like this, like, all right, why the fuck is this in a kid's show? Like,
but even like the old school ones, like I said, the Bugs Bunny, they be doing the same stuff.
Like what?
They used to just be wild.
Like what?
In terms of just like
when,
offing each other in a kid's cartoon, like literally like blowing each other's heads off and stuff, blowing each other up like in cartoons. That's why is a 4-year-old watching that?
Like Tom and Jerry, he stepped on the what was it? He stepped on the staircase with the shorty right next to him, popped out like some like a cigarette, rolled that joint up, smoked it in her face, and was just like, "What's up, baby?" Like stuff like that was like, I'm like, oh, he wilding like
as a young boy.
I don't know, bro. I think that's still a little bit subliminal.
How's that subliminal?
Subliminal, like
what's subliminal? What's subliminal?
We thought he was smoking weed in that shit. A lot of people didn't realize him having the white piece of paper.
I'm saying
but a lot of people thought him smoking a cigarette.
I'm saying smoking regardless though in a kid's cartoon, like, or just like blowing each other up in a child's cartoon is like, why are kids watching that shit? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Elmer Fudd, he's hunting ducks and rabbits. It's hunting, bro.
But it wasn't all just hunting though.
So what else outside of the Elmer Fudd and hunting season and duck season?
What do you mean? I'm confused with what you're asking.
When they were blowing each other's heads off.
I mean, you said in Tom and Jerry, they were blowing each other up. They were blowing the cats and dogs and all that type of stuff.
You're talking about a cat and mouse? That's normal. A cat and mouse trying to get each other.
But cat and mouse don't blow each other up in real life at all.
Yeah.
The traditional idea of a cat and mouse is them attacking each other.
But it wasn't just cat attacking a mouse. It was all the animals.
They had the dog. They had
the dog would attack the cat because a cat and dog usually they don't get along. So they say, right?
Yeah, but
that's pretty normal.
But I'm saying,
but now they're being creative. They're being creative of how they're trying to get each other. It's pretty normal, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I disagree, but I hear
how.
I'm saying the context of which they're doing things, not a cat and mouse running. Yeah, a cat and mouse running around.
The context of the show is the cat trying to get the mouse because the owner doesn't want the mouse in the crib.
I understand. I'm not debating the context of the show. I'm talking about the actions of what they're doing. I'm talking about blowing each other up, shooting at each other, all that type of stuff. For a 3 or 4-year-old, they shouldn't be watching that.
I don't think Tom and Jerry was for a 3 or 4-year-old, bro.
But I'm saying kids were watching that. Yeah. We were watching that at that age, bro.
Yeah, I was watching
a cat and mouse trying to get each other and just trying to do each other.
It's not just a cat and mouse getting
That's what it is, bro. That's what the concept of the show is, bro.
The concept. I'm talking about the actions, what they were doing to get each other. That's what I'm saying.
Trapping each other,
I just said blowing each other up, shooting at each other, all that type of stuff. They were doing all of that, bro. In Tom and Jerry,
they were
on the regular,
they were wilding in Tom and Jerry
to try to get one another.
But we're not debating the concept. We're talking about the action, what they're doing within the show.
I don't think it was wild, bro. I don't think it was wild at all, bro. Like if you see the idea of the show, it makes sense.
What's wild now?
Huh?
I said, what's wild now?
I mean, when it comes to like child cartoons, putting transgender motherfuckers in that.
They were doing that when we was coming up too.
Not really, bro.
Outside
of Powder Puff, what else?
But I'm just saying they were putting that in the cartoons.
Outside of Powder Puff, what else?
I'm just saying that's an example.
You could say K&D because number 5 was basically gay. She was LGBT.
No, you would have never thought she was gay. You would have thought she was a tomboy.
Which most of the time.
That's not true. Just because you're a tomboy doesn't mean you're gay. What the hell?
I never said that just because you're a tomboy that makes you gay.
But I'm saying you're saying K&D number 5 was basically gay. Hell no. Hell no, because she had crushes in the show.
Where was her crushes?
One of the agents in the show, bro. We can look it up right now.
What agent? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I can't tell you the number. She definitely had crushes on boys.
But all I'm saying,
I mean, I can pull it up right now.
My point is, what I'm saying is I feel like both areas have crazy shit in it. That's all I'm saying. Like I feel like I said, the cartoons back then, like even just like the Ed and Days, everybody's just wilding. That's all. Like they was doing nutty shit. And I think like a lot of kids were watching stuff that maybe they shouldn't have been watching at that time. That's all. Yeah. Like, but that's just me. But when it comes to that, like, what do you think? What business do you guys think has done the best job outside of Disney? Because obviously Disney's the biggest one. What other like either network or platform do you think has done the best like programming kids?
Shoot, that's a good question. Other than Disney, what's the other one that's like really big?
I would say like Nickelodeon's done a really good job of that. Obviously, Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that's what I was like, because we were just talking about Cartoon Network.
Looney Tunes is Cartoon Network, huh? Or are they separate? Are they separate?
I want to say Looney Tunes is Cartoon Network, but they might be separate because
Maurice, by the way, nigga.
Maurice
is Looney Tunes. Do you know if Looney Tunes is Cartoon Network? Rocket.
It's part of Warner Brothers.
It's Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Looney Tunes. But who else do you think's done a good job besides Disney?
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, he said Nickelodeon.
PBS.
In terms of like programming and
Like
selling stuff?
Arthur and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Dragon Tales. I used to watch that joint every morning in the high chair.
Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales is a classic joint.
Yeah, it is.
That joint low-key made me want to be a dragon. I'm not gonna lie. No pun intended to the school we went to, but I wanted to.
Fuck no.
You want to go to Dragonland? I used to want to go to that.
Nah, I fuck with the show, but fuck no.
I mean, what do you think the best PBS kids show was? Arthur?
Franklin.
Nah, Arthur's better than Franklin.
Caillou.
Nah.
I think Arthur's better.
Arthur's better than Caillou for sure.
Yeah.
Caillou wasn't Caillou sick?
I don't know.
He said, but he wasn't. I mean, not really.
I was just asking. I was good.
Nah, I fuck with Caillou, bro.
Franklin was a good one too.
Little Bill.
Was Little Bill PBS?
Pretty sure.
Arthur might be the top one. I gotta see. But Little Bill was a good one. I don't even remember too many characters from Little Bill. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember too many characters from Little Bill or.
I mean, his family.
I mean, yeah. Or like, I mean, when it came to Franklin, what other characters was in Franklin? Do y'all remember?
You got the bear.
Yeah.
You like basically got all the animals out there. I mean, you got Frank. You got
now Little Bill was
Bear.
Nickelodeon. That's Nick Jr.
Oh, well, there you go. You got a Little Bear, I think.
You said what?
Little Bear.
Yeah, because Little Bear did like all the competitions and shit. Yeah, I remember that. I mean,
Max and Ruby. That was Nick Jr., I think.
You still watching these shows, bro?
Nigga, I'm cultured, my nigga. Like I remember, it was my childhood. I remember everything.
I don't
nigga.
remember any of these bulls.
Nah, I remember Lil Bill. I remember
Bill,
like the Looney Tunes. I remember Arthur. I remember. I mean
Oswald.
That
was Nickelodeon.
Hey Arnold was. See, Nickelodeon was on a run. Now I'm thinking about it. They had some shows. They had a lot of shows.
It wasn't better than Cartoon Network though.
In what aspect?
I don't know.
Producing cartoons, my nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
They had Rocco's World. They had Hey Arnold. They had, what was the other
Angry
one?
Beavers.
Angry Beavers. What was the Monsters, John?
Yeah, they had the Monsters.
I know what you're talking about.
They had who else? Did Nickelodeon have? I mean, Cartoon Network probably had the volume wise. They had more cartoons for sure. But in terms of like shows that sticking in my mind right now,
Cartoon Network still outweighs, bro.
Nickelodeon.
Hell no.
I'm trying to think of just moments like in hit shows. SpongeBob, Hey Arnold. We had like I said, the Angry Beavers. You had the Monsters. You had what's the one with Ginger? As Told by Ginger. You had the Wild Thornberries.
I don't know why I was watching As Told by Ginger.
You had the Rugrats. You had
shit.
I'm saying, who else you got from cartoon?
I got fucking Ed and Eddie, Candy. I got fucking Powder Puff Girls. Yeah. I got Courage the Cowardly Dog. I got Ben 10. I got Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I got fucking Amazing World of Gumball. That shit used to hit. I got Adventure
He's a cartoon
Time.
head for sure.
Yeah, that was all right.
That shit was fire, bro.
No, you're right.
It had its moments.
I got Chowder. That nigga used to say rada rada rada. I could keep going. I got Billy and Mandy.
We got the Fairly Odd Parents.
I got
Jimmy Neutron was on Nickelodeon too, right?
Me keep thinking fucking.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
You got Johnny Test. You got fucking. I mean, I could keep going.
I know
you know
Avatar.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, fucking. What else I got in the arsenal? I'm really trying to think of my Rolodex. What I really was watching back in the day.
I wonder. I'm interested. I'm interested what the people think too. Of like what they think. What platform had the better cartoons?
Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Fuck, you got Samurai Jack, nigga. What are you talking about?
You did have Samurai Jack.
That shit was a hit.
Do you believe that? Do you believe the theory about Samurai Jack?
About what?
Him really being the professor in Powerpuff Girls. They had a whole theory about that.
Oh shit.
Like the nigga in the future type shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Maybe
because he trained them and all that type of stuff.
he trained the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah,
nigga, nah, they got mixed with Chemical X, my nigga.
I know that, but I'm saying there's a whole theory about like I don't know.
They had superpowers. He didn't.
I know that, but I'm saying though in terms of I don't know. There's a whole theory that I seen on social media about Samurai Jack. When he went to the future, he became the professor and then created the Powerpuff Girls, and that's
I could believe that. I mean, training is like how can you really train some people with their superpowers?
That's true.
But nah, Samurai Jack, that storyline was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That
how
was
how many seasons did Samurai Jack have?
I don't know, bro.
They stopped it randomly.
He kept fighting the nigga Aku.
I used to play that video game too.
Hell yeah,
Aku. Who's the best?
You got Teen Titans.
Who's the best cartoon villain?
You got what? You got Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo might be my top. He might be he top 3. Mojo Jojo is definitely top 3.
You got
Mojo Jojo.
You got all the villains in Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Fucking Count Spankula's up there too.
Check out Specula.
All the motherfuckers. Not all. I mean, all the villains in K&D. They kind of went hard.
Nickelodeon did have Blue's Clues too.
Yeah, they had a lot of educational kid shows.
What was the boy?
You taking Avatar over Avatar the Last Airbender over Teen Titans?
It's 2 different types of shows, bro.
I know.
But
I know.
Yeah, I'm taking Teen Titans over it.
You are?
Yeah. Nah, bro. Like, you got to remember, like when Teen Titans, I believe Teen Titans only has 2 seasons.
The old Teen Titans, yes.
Yeah, the original joint. Yes, not the Teen Titans Go.
I'm not disagreeing. I was curious.
But
the original Teen Titans when they had Slade, which would be another villain.
Yeah,
Slade
yeah.
Because the new Teen Titans is. I like the older one better.
It's too what's
cheesy.
the word? Yeah.
And I just don't like the animation as much. I like the old.
And it was more of like a storyline in Teen Titans, the original one. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, far as like Avatar, I mean, that's not. It just has more seasons to me.
True.
That's why it's probably
had a good
better.
storyline too.
What?
Aang?
No, I'm saying like I like the storyline. That's why it's probably better because it has more seasons. Whereas Teen Titans only had what, like 2, 3? Because it was going good, but then all of a sudden, like, what happened to the next season? I was waiting for the next season because I remember like Beast Boys was dating the one joint that was moving the rocks and shit.
Yeah,
and like he was fighting over between her and Raven. Yeah. I mean, but not Slade's the one with the mask, right?
Yeah. Teen Titans had 5 seasons.
5 seasons?
Yeah.
Well, I was expecting more.
65 episodes.
Damn.
And then
that's not. I thought it would at least get to 100.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
then they had a follow up movie.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And they created Teen Titans Go in 2013.
Yeah, that's what happened.
They tried to revamp it. It wasn't it.
Yeah,
it wasn't it.
It was not.
They put SpongeBob versus Adventure Time.
Bro,
I forgot.
The thing is, bro,
Adventure Time is so good, bro.
No, Adventure Time, bro. From if you really watch, because you got to watch this shit from start to finish.
Shout out Avatar had less seasons.
Huh?
Avatar had less.
What? They
seasons.
had 3.
Had 3.
Oh well.
But what do you have to say about Adventure Time?
But nah, Adventure Time, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, that shit actually is a great ass fucking show, bro.
Yeah, Adventure Time.
You know what I'm saying? You have to really follow that shit. Oh shit, what's the other one called? Steven. Nah, I fuck with that too.
Y'all fuck with Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Yeah. I said that. Hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Fucking Willard and Eduardo and Coco.
Yeah.
But
Coco was funny as shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. What about Steven Universe? That shit's hard too.
Yeah.
So what?
Steven Universe.
Garnet.
Yeah. I was watching that shit in college Friday shit. I'm like, it actually has a good ass storyline to it. No bullshit.
Do you think? All right, so out of Cartoon Network, you're saying Teen Titans and Adventure Time are the top ones?
Of what?
The cartoons.
No.
Who's say is the best Cartoon Network cartoon?
Like, it has to.
It's like preference.
My nigga, it gotta be either Ed and Eddie, K&D, which is codename Kids Next Door, or you're gonna have to throw Courage the Cowardly Dog or
Dexter in the show.
Yeah, I missed him. Dexter Laboratory with Mandarth. He's up there. He's one of the top villains too. That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah.
Hate Double D.
That's probably the top 5, bro, right there.
That's your Dexter's Laboratory. I used to watch that all the time, bro.
Those are probably the heavy hitters if you think about it.
Yeah,
if you looked it up. Can you?
I'm looking it up. I have it right in front of me. Yeah.
What top shows? Like the top shows?
The top shows. It says the top Cartoon Network hits: The Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Courage, Teen Titans, Adventure Time, The Regular Show.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Regular Show.
Mordecai and Rigby. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. And then it says The Amazing World of Gumball, Ben 10, and then Johnny Bravo.
That's actually, I ain't gonna lie.
That's a good lineup.
That's actually very much on par, bro.
Yeah.
That's very much on par. I'd probably put. Wait, Codename wasn't on that bitch.
They didn't put them in the top. I think they put like 10 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was top 10.
Oh, Codename's in top 10.
Wasn't in the top, they didn't put it in the top 10.
That's whatever that AI is kind of off because Codename's definitely up there, bro.
I mean, those are all like.
Nah.
Who you taking off? Who you taking off then?
I'm taking out. I don't mind taking out Gumball or the regular show.
Yeah, I mean, Codename has.
But they putting Gumball on the regular show. That's the new era.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I bet they put the best cartoon hits.
Because you got to think about it, like the shows that you said before. That's probably like end of the '90s, early 2000s.
You said what?
All like you said from Johnny Bravo,
late '90s, early 2000s for sure.
And that all them shits were hits.
Yeah, and it says Nickelodeon's top 10 cartoon hits of all time. It says SpongeBob SquarePants. It says Rugrats. It says Avatar: The Last Airbender. It says Fairly Odd Parents. Hey Arnold. Jimmy Neutron. Danny Phantom. Rocko's Modern. I forgot about Rocko's Modern Life. Doug and Invader Zim. I forgot about Invader Zim too.
Yeah, I
Invader Zim was funny.
I forgot about Invader Zim.
Yeah.
That's a good.
That boy was tweaking.
So you take a Cartoons 10 over Nickelodeon's 10?
Yeah. You gotta think about. Nah, fuck no, it's not. No, it's not because it's like Cartoon Network, motherfuckers. All the shows I'm really like hearing. Them niggas really the pioneers of the new era of the dark humor of cartoons.
You said they're the pioneers?
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Because Cartoon Network had Justice League.
Yeah. What about it?
They had Cartoon Network's Justice League was playing on that too.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
He's on Cartoon Network.
Oh, so you are Cartoon Network. Okay.
I was debating for Nickelodeon. But now that they start ringing them off, it's just like a lot more.
Thundercats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thundercats. Oh,
bro. So Nickelodeon just had a run.
Yeah.
No, so Nickelodeon had an era towards the mid 2000s. That was all them. Because all the shows you're saying, like I mean, SpongeBob came when like the late 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, SpongeBob 1999. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like from like the Danny Phantoms, the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
Like they were running like from my eyes from 2005 all the way up to like 2012.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. And then also in the late 90s, early 2000s, Nickelodeon had like the also. So obviously it's not. We're talking about cartoons, but like in terms of like their network, they had like the teen shows too. Like it was like you had like all that. You had
Degrassi was on that bitch.
Yeah, you had what's the game show that they were
Guts.
Yeah, Guts. But there's another one too when they were.
You talking about the slime, John?
Nah, not slime. The
when they was climbing up the totem pole and shit.
John?
Yeah.
So what?
You talking about the temple?
I think
The temple.
Yeah,
that was Guts, wasn't
Was
it?
that Guts?
Nah, that's not Guts.
There's a different. I thought Guts
I know what you're talking about when they had and they.
It's like you were in teams and shit.
Yeah.
And you had to like
Was that
get to
Guts?
the temple. No. That was called something. else.
Actually, Nickelodeon had Cat Dog too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I forget what the
forgot
temple
Cat
one
Dog.
John is though.
I know what you're talking about because you had to go through a maze and like through the maze, if you get caught, they'll take you. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? That was a different show, huh?
Yeah.
And Guts was more so on like the athletic end, huh?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, let's say the Hidden Temple. Yeah,
I used to watch this shit all the time.
Guts was like more like you said, the athletics of you're climbing stuff, you're doing whatever.
Yeah.
See, those I used to want to be on them.
Nah, I'm saying,
I submitted one time to try to get on the joint and get it though.
What?
You had that. You had Double Dare. I forgot about Double Dare.
Damn, yeah.
See, Cartoon Network was more so like good for when you're like from 6 to 12.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Nickelodeon.
Rocket Power.
Yeah, that was,
Rocket Power too. Damn, I forgot about
yeah,
Rocket Power.
Reggie
Nickelodeon.
Auto Twist.
See,
I don't know. Now
Rocket Power, Ed and Eddie. Which one? That's hard. Rocket Power, Rocket the 9.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
You had
It's
your
not.
little click.
Yeah,
What?
Squid.
Nah, you got Twist. Yeah, I already know, but nah, Ed and Eddie.
And he was out. And he was on the island too.
Nah, bro.
Nah, they was in Cali.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
They were in Cali.
They were in Cali. They were in Cali.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one boy's just from Hawaii.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But nah, see, it's the fact that like no, Ed and Eddie still outweighs, bro.
You think so? Ed and
Bro,
Eddie
that
with
shit,
Rocket
bro,
Power.
bro, I'm trying to tell you, I really used to be in front of that screen.
You are
bro.
more of an Ed and Eddie type bull though, like in terms of like your lifestyle,
Like-
your makeup, your archetype.
I'm a Rocket Power boy too.
No, but I'm saying like
But the thing
I'm
is-
talking about the way that you maneuver. You're more of like an Ed and Eddie type bull, bro. But if you know what I'm saying,
No, I get it, but I'm
Like
saying
I
like,
could see you really was like ingrained in Ed and Eddie.
I mean, I think yeah,
It taught you. It taught
I'm
you
a
how to
Cartoon
maneuver.
Network nigga, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
For
that's
sure.
pure dark humor. Like when we said before in the last pod, when Billy and Mandy, when Billy was standing in front of the window, butt ass naked, he said, I just want to feel the breeze. Like, but I'm saying at the same time, like Rocket Power is more so like I fucked with it because it's more like a childhood feel. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
your boys playing sports and shit like that, and you just
Cause they playing the hockey, they're skating.
they're just doing a little bit of everything. That kind of introduced me to like the BMX life, low key.
Yeah.
So I got 2, maybe 3. So you had Doug
Yeah.
for Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
You had Recess.
I forgot about Recess. Oh my.
Miss Finster.
Nah, hell yeah.
the little boy told me about the curly hair.
Always had like a fucking goddamn pad
he
on.
had the
It was
pad
always-
right on
Was
it.
Recess under Nickelodeon type shit?
Yeah.
Smooth. I thought it was on some like WP Kids type shit.
But it was Fox.
You know
I thought it was
what I'm talking about?
Fox.
Yeah,
I thought it was
think-
Fox.
It might have been one of those.
Cause what was Digimon under?
Digimon was under Fox.
That's what I'm saying. Like that was
Digimon
like that was
was
like that Sonic, all that shit.
Yeah.
Cause I low key for a little bit I was fucking with Digimon over Pokemon. No bullshit.
I mean, that's not far fetched.
Yeah, that's not.
That's not far fetched at all.
What you mean?
Like at one time, Digimon was going on its little run, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Being over Pokemon, because like at that time, like Pokemon had been out for so long at the time, though.
Yeah.
And Digimon came around, it was a new thing. But like Pokemon's always gonna be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying when it comes to stuff.
Over Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
You think?
I remember because I
Shit.
remember watching Pokemon with Mewtwo and
Niggas had
shit.
decks of cards of Yu-Gi-Oh shits, bro. I ain't gonna lie to
You
you.
had the Pokemon cards too.
You're right, but I had the little shit with the Yu-Gi-Oh shit as well.
You had the whole
the
sleeve.
card, you know what I'm saying? No boy. I remember I got it for Christmas.
But I'm saying like but Pokemon we had the game. What's the Game Boys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
no,
Rubies, all
I,
that
I can't. You can't compete with the Pokemon games either.
The
Ruby
Pokemon-
and Sapphire, no bullshit.
Yeah, bro, the game. You literally had to trade the
the joint.
yeah, the disc, not the disc, but I forget. I'm drawing a blank, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like
the memory card.
Yeah, bro, we was out there playing that joint on the regular. Like,
Couldn't you
got the
sit
Ruby,
right
you got
next
the
to me and
Sapphire,
connect the
Yeah.
Game
You could
Boy
connect the joint.
and battle?
and battle each other, bro.
Hell yeah.
You be on your join at the crib, trying to find your Pokemon, and then you go link up with your friend. I'm battling you.
Yeah.
Like,
I might need to get a game.
I used to get mad when my boy used to get dusted, bro. Like, it used to hurt.
Which
Like,
which Pokemon would you choose when you first started? The water, the fire, or the?
I was a Charmander bull.
I get it. What about you?
I was either Charmander or what the hell was the what the fuck was the water one?
Squirtle?
Yeah.
Squirtle. Yeah, Squirtle was
I fuck with
solid.
Squirtle.
Nah,
Who
I was Squirtle, my nigga.
You was Squirtle bull?
Yeah, bro. Cause it was like
I
I,
like
could never
Charmander
get
because of
peaky.
fire.
Yeah.
Nah, I get it.
Yeah.
He was blowing my shit.
You said he's blowing your shit?
I fuck with Charizard though. No bullshit.
Actually, Recess was a Disney production.
That's what I.
It was
That's
on
what I
ABC.
thought.
It was on
Yeah,
ABC.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
ABC.
Hell yeah.
Dang, bro. See, I just went through a whole run of nostalgia right there.
Yeah. I
Do you
mean,
think cartoons are the same now?
no, bro.
I'm talking about like the nostalgia. Like,
No, bro.
You think they're gonna be like
I mean, I can't say that because, like I said, I just put it Gumball and Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I mean, nah, you got Rick and Morty as well too.
Were you a Beyblade boy?
Hell yeah, I had
Beyblade,
one.
Let it rip.
Oh nah, you said baby? Yeah, I watched Baby. I'm talking about Bakugan.
Wait, what?
Bakugan.
I don't think I ever.
one
New
I was-
generation, bro.
Yeah, that was. I graduated from that joint after.
Nah, that shit came out like 2008.
Yeah, that was
2009?
2008, 2009. I wasn't in the cartoons as
You
much.
don't remember Bakugan? You just throw the ball out and they come out Bakugan.
Nah, bro, that was after my time. Like Beyblades were stopped for me. That's
Hey,
what,
bro, the YNs know what Bakugan is.
You was talking about with in Kids Next Door when they turn a certain age. Like, why am I doing this? That's what.
Nah,
that's
real
what-
shit.
that
Yeah,
phase
no,
was
that
like,
literally
yeah.
was the phase,
I
bro.
was like, that's crazy. But that's even before we switch off and go to the song of the day and go to the rest of the Monday rundown news. It's crazy how Recess came out in 1997, and we was watching that as young boys like in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta think about it. That was an inception, bro.
yeah,
A lot of these shows, bro, like they come out like 98, 97, 96, but like it's really was meant for like niggas like us, bro,
Yeah.
type shit. Like they tested it and then it's gonna get picked back up, like hit that spike when we come around. You know
you're
what I'm
not
saying?
wrong. You're not wrong about that.
But cause I mean SpongeBob came out in what?
99.
99.
Yeah, so
Didn't get popped until 2002.
yeah, it's crazy though. You're right though. Like, cartoon and animation always like interests me, intrigues me about just like how we talked about like the investment that goes into it, just like the storylines, the teachings, all that type of stuff. So I mean, but my favorite show of all time wasn't a cartoon. Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, it's crazy how you say that. You had me think about something like Courage of Cali Dog. When I think about it, it's like basically it was showing like how like Houston Zamira and the dog will live in the middle of nowhere, and like you know how you live in the middle of nowhere, but when you start to see, you go to like to the Big Apple, you see everything in life. That was the whole concept of the show.
Yeah,
Because like that's when they start seeing like the pimp, the all that shit.
yeah, exposure.
You know what I mean? But that's what I mean by like subliminal dark humor, because it like the dog and the cat, like usually a man they call a man a dog and then a girl a cat because they want to get the box. But like when he was like beating the cat, like that's the shit that I'm saying. But We didn't know that.
Yeah, Courage is kind of crazy.
Why you say that?
No, not in a bad way. I'm saying it was a crazy show.
Oh yeah,
hell
hell yeah.
The stuff that you seen. Yeah.
You ever watch Gullah Gullah Island?
Yeah.
Gullah Gullah Island. That was my shit.
That was your shit? Gullah Gullah
Gullah
Island?
Gullah Island, bro.
Hell no.
You ever watch Out of the Box?
Nah,
Out of the Box. You never watched that joint?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I know you watch Out of the
I
Box.
don't think I
That's
did.
crazy. You watch Out of the Box?
I don't think I
Fucking
did.
about well, yo, let me ask you this. The Big Comfy Couch, what was that under?
That might have been.
That used to be it as well too.
Ain't it popping now still?
I don't.
Or you just more so you put the younger one?
Yeah, I just put it on it because I don't.
She's obsessed with it.
Yeah, like
That one on the run too.
fuck yeah, it did, bro.
It was under PBS.
That's what I'm saying. PBS really had some hits, bro.
Yeah.
No bullshit. Because you had that.
92 to 2006.
My shit was the Backyardigans.
Oh, Out of the Box.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Backyardigans? That
Yeah,
was so
that's my
too.
shit. The lady actually, I think she recently passed, bro. It was
Dang, R.I.P.
it was a black woman too that created that
You
whole
might
show.
have put me on the Backyardigans.
When we was young boys?
I think you actually did put me on the Backyardigans. I'm like, what are you watching? Because you used to sing that joint all the time. I'm like, what is
She had
it?
the records, bro.
Yeah.
Boy, just walking around the living room.
Yeah. Nick with Pablo, Tyrone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No bullshit. Great stuff. Oh, Lazy Town as well.
So what?
You ain't watch Lazy Town?
Yeah, Lazy Town. Yeah, Lazy. I watched Lazy Town.
Spartacus?
Yeah, it was Spartacus, bro. Lazy Town was one of them shows. But it's crazy. Like even when I look at I keep saying it's crazy, but like even looking at like just like the sets and stuff, they're so corny, but it's like, yo, we was intrigued in that.
Yeah.
Because Lazy Town set was so whack when I watch it now. Like, but you didn't know. You didn't know.
What do you think is better, Sesame Street or the Muppets?
Muppets.
You said it too quick.
Yeah.
You saying what's the better show, Sesame Street or the Muppets?
Yeah.
Muppets only because they have more movies. They expanded more.
The fuck?
I'm just saying what's better.
Elmo's had movies. Big Bird had movies. Bert and Ernie had movies.
True.
Fucking Oscar the Grouch had movies. What's his name? I'm
saying
what's
movies
his
that I
name?
watch.
What's his name that we always be flying?
You're right. I'm lying.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Abby
lying.
Cadabby had movies.
Maybe
Maybe because I watched more Muppets movies.
Yeah. I think
I get it.
I watched Muppets more than I watched Sesame Street.
I can't say I watched one more than the other. I'm saying the movies, just the movies
Yeah.
alone. But like
Damn.
every day, I probably watch Sesame Street a little more, like every day.
I mean, it was more of a TV show. Yeah, it was. Nah, wasn't Muppets a TV show too?
You said what?
Because I feel like Muppets was a little bit before. Like I saw the movies, but I feel like the Muppets as a whole is a little bit before my time.
It's before our time too. Muppets is like old,
Like
old.
70s.
Muppets is old, like from the 70s to the 80s.
Who came out first, Muppets or Sesame Street? Because nah, Sesame Street's been out for a minute too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think
But
that shit came.
I think their runtime was longer though.
Who?
Sesame Street.
Oh yeah, like it was on longer. I think I think Sesame Street came out like damn near 60s or 70s, bro.
Yeah, it's been around. It has been around long, but I think their runtime they didn't stop for a while. Though.
They still haven't stopped.
It's still running today since
Bro,
1969.
that's what I'm saying.
Damn,
That's what I'm saying.
Who owns that shit?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's the longest running children's TV show.
Doesn't
50
Disney own?
plus seasons.
No, the Muppets own Disney. I mean, the Disney owns the Muppets. I think.
Yeah, Disney owns the Muppets.
Yeah. Damn.
Wow. 60 years? I mean, 50 plus years?
And
They got money.
yeah, is Sesame Street's own thing?
They're not their own. They have to be owned by a bigger company.
Shit.
I'm looking it up right now.
Is it PBS?
Because I'm like,
It might be PBS.
because it is it
It doesn't say.
E
maybe by yeah, bro. Because they got their own music part, and everything. But other than like either PBS or Viacom,
Yeah, it's owned by Sesame Workshop.
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm
nonprofit
saying.
organization.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Damn.
They're just like Disney, bro, in its own way, bro. Not like Disney, but like.
Because they have their own Sesame Street like amusement park.
Hell
all that type of
yeah.
stuff. Dang.
See, that just sparked. I gotta look deep dive more into Sesame Street.
Me
now,
too.
no
Me too.
bullshit.
They've
Because
been
like,
running for a long time.
well, if you think, man, maybe a little bit less longer than Disney, because Disney came around when, like the 40s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like 20 years before.
Man.
Shout out Sesame
I think
Street.
Sesame Street. Yeah. They have 400.
Non-profit.
Making that money.
Money.
Tax
money
free.
on tax.
Yeah, yeah.
They have 4,500 episodes.
Damn.
Fuck it, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's
It'll take you a
essentially like when
while
our
to watch all
parents.
them
Well,
damn
I'll
episodes.
say maybe our mother, when she was a kid, that's when that shit came out.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's still going.
Nah, because there was funny you say that because, River was watching Sesame Street, and I was like, fuck it, let me go to season 1. I'm like, damn, these graphics, them shits was shitty, bro. Like, Elmo wasn't even in that shit, bro. It was just Oscar the Grouch and I want to say Big Bird, and he was looking Aki.
Yeah. Mr. Rogers was on for a long time, too.
Mr.
Hell
Rogers.
yeah.
68 to 2001.
Shout out to him.
Is that the guy that said, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood?
Yeah,
Would you be mine?
He had the sweater.
Yep.
Would you be mine?
I'm dead. Yeah, the jingles.
Would you be mine?
Yo, chill.
And then Barney.
Yeah, I mean, compared, yeah, I'm saying.
But that's what it was. But yo,
Was that, you said Mr. Rogers?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Let's jump to the Face of the Future song of the day. Presented by MBT. You've listened to us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Tell a friend about today's episode. The Face of the Future song of the day comes from Core. From his latest project. The single's called Crown Vic Boys. Once again, this is Core, Crown Vic Boys.
Yeah. Baby, we gon' crazy. Real talk, baby, yeah. Goddamn. I'm in the hoodie, the strings and back of the hoodie, it gotta be ripped. Yeah. She gotta be drunk, she hitting my phone, can I get her from Sips? Can't say that I hit them all, but most of these bros, you know that I hit. They gon' say I'm in the wrong, and it's cause of me, why they ain't on the ship? Why they ain't at the shows, they ain't on the stage, they ain't in the pics. I don't got no passes, don't got no pics, you not on the list. I'm touching the masses, put on your glasses, nigga, I'm rich. Check out the fabric, I'm in Bottega, I'm having a fit. Niggas be dick riding other niggas that get lit, they gon' ask for a pic. You better watch the words that come out your lip, these niggas a trick. Know that it's light at the end of the tunnel, but I couldn't see where it went. 90% of the time, nobody gon' rumble, you gonna get bent. 90% of the time, I was keeping it humble, it ain't mean shit. They never noticed until I got focused and I had to get up my chips. Fuck that advice and fuck all the tips if you never been where I've been. First day of school, I'm bugging my man, I'm asking, can I hold his Timbs? Been on this shit since niggas was Crown Vic Boys and they had the rims. Wait, still on this shit, but I had lost some of my boys, like where's my friends? Feeling this shit and I'm about to catch me a nod, I'm off for them Timbs. Real as it get, and I always stay on my job, I'm gon' get the win. Top of the morning, I'm saying my prayers, then I'm about to go to the gym. Need to make sure that we all aware I'm him, a nigga, a gym. I went through the garbage, nigga was starving, nigga was slim. And this was my call, and I started balling off of my pen. I'm back on drugs again, losing my love again. Losing the people I love again, won't ever hug again. Came in clutch, I stood on my 2 and they know that he ain't gon' budge. Old block know what I'm on, if niggas is drawing, I ain't gon' run. Shit got boring, I don't wanna do it, I feel like it ain't no fun. Feel like it ain't no point, I'm way too smart, but playing it dumb. They all had a loaf, they ain't give a slice, they gave me the crumbs. Stripper, she look like Deja Lu, fuck it, I gave her ones. Fuck it, I gave my life, I gave my heart, I gave a ton. She told me order her wings, but she want the flats and not the drums. Wani, I'm doing my thing, the shit that I'm doing, it never was done. It never was dead, I'm right on my block, I'm right in the slums. She started chewing me like I was gum, doing this shit with her tongue. Taking this shit how it is, taking this shit how it come. Feel like you niggas is kids, feel like you niggas is chumps. These bitches in heat, we right at the Winston, she tryna hump. Court seat right at the game, and this me and Skane, we didn't eat the rum. FaceTime, she looking cutesy, I told her, okay, I'll take you to lunch. She texting me like, hey, Booski, I need a dime for my storefront. What? Gotta be pulling a stunt. What? Gotta be losing her mind. What? Gotta think that I'm a munch. Okay. She said she gon' put the mouth to work, cause it was that time of the month. Don't even know why I popped the perk, but nigga, I'm rolling a blunt. Said that she about to leave out for work, and she gonna get off at 1. Told her to hit me as soon as you get off, I got some shit I could get off. A lot of execs is janky promoters, they looking for kids to rip off. There was way too many niggas that hopped on my dick, I had told them to get off. You can see it in my eyes, I ain't telling lies, nigga, I'ma tip off. They say never bite the hand that feeds you, but look at my hand, it's bit off. Sorry, the plans that change, I went and got me and my man some change. Know I'm ahead of the game, and I made a vow that I never would change. Tried to put smut on my name, but that didn't work, man, you niggas is lame. We never was bros, we never was kin, we never was gang. I thought we was friends, and that's how I felt, but you ain't feel the same. I'm passing out umbrellas so you would never ever feel the rain. I was going through so much shit in my past I couldn't explain. I couldn't picture it, now I can picture it, it's in a frame. Nigga, I'm taking it in and I'm dishing it out, and it's all the same. As soon as they see that you winning, these niggas won't pause the game. You ain't in my.
Oh my God, is that the Faces of the Future? Once again, that was Core, Crown Vic Boys. Go check it out. Streaming on all platforms. This tape was fire too. You listen to this whole tape, right?
Hey, yo.
Yeah, it's doing solid.
I just feel as though, I mean, like, no, I fuck with the whole project.
Yeah.
No, like, I mean, shit, if I didn't like it, I would say I didn't like it. Fuck it. But real shit. But the thing is, it's just like, damn, Core, it's like, I feel like your moment should have been like damn near, I want to say 2014, 2015, but I can't say it because that was the time Mika was like really taking over the game.
Yeah.
But it's just like, damn, niggas, I feel like it's kind of like late.
Think so? I don't think it's too. I mean, in terms of like the maximizing
maximizing his value, bro. Like I think like he's gonna have his core fans. Like I feel like we're always gonna like when core drops, we're gonna listen to that shit because we grew up on that shit. But I'm saying, like you said, maxing out his profit.
Yeah, I think like his situation based on just like you said, like that time frame in which he was coming up, like Meek was just going crazy.
He was beefing with Drake.
Yeah, and this is the height of it, and then also like I don't know. I'm not gonna say Core got lost in the. Would you say he got lost in the sauce when it comes to like?
No, I mean you gotta think about it like.
Because outside go ahead.
I was gonna say you gotta think about it as like, bro. I don't want to say he got lost in the sauce. Like there was a point in time it was like PNB, Core, and Cooley were the next up. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But then all of a sudden Uzi came out of nowhere, bro.
That's what I mean. Like got not like lost in the sauce, more so like lost in like the traffic of everything that was going on. Because you said like, because his style of rap kind of.
You already had that.
Not necessarily hard. It's like the game kind of changed and what people was listening to.
I'm saying we already had Meek, bro. So it's just like that's why PNB kind of like outweighed Core.
Why couldn't there be more than one though? Like you go to New York, you have multiple.
But that shit gets saturated, as you can see. You get what I'm saying? Like when we look at like I guess you can say not say. This is pre-Skrilla. When you look at Philly rappers at the time, we had the person that was spitting bars, and we had the Dreams and Nightmares nigga, which was Meek Mill. Then you had the melodic ass nigga, which was PNB, that could rap and spit bars too. Then you had the rock star, which was Uzi. So it's just like it kind of where does he fit?
Makes it harder for him to break through.
Him and Cooley, like because Cooley had bars too.
Yeah, they both do.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they just felt to where they were just I hate to say tier 2.
It was like there's a ceiling on what they could.
Yeah, because there's always somebody in that spot.
Yeah, regardless, we fucking with Core.
Not fuck with bro. All the pound cakes. I mean, just give the bean, bro.
I know you do. I know you. You rock with Core heavy. Let's jump into some news. So this report comes from the Richmond Free Press. It says fire at Nottoway Plantation ignites online celebration. It says, after a fire engulfed a mansion in Louisiana's Nottoway Plantation, one of the largest remaining pre-Civil War houses in the Deep South, where scores of enslaved Africans labored, video footage of the landmark lit the internet ablaze with mass jubilation over the weekend. Some people took it as a moment of celebration. And it says there's no shortage of memes and humorous social media posts to ignite celebrations. From videos of people playing Let It Burn by Usher to other footage and things of that nature. So one, I just want to get your thoughts on like people celebrating like the burning of a plantation, and then two, the flip side of like what you guys think about people having weddings at plantations.
Weddings at plantations.
Well,
because this is like a famous like this is like a big in that area. There's a lot of people had a lot of weddings there. Like because like apparently there was like these trees that were hanging over from like people getting hung on them.
When they used to get hanged from rotten fruit.
Yeah, like you said what? I didn't hear what you said. I didn't catch that, but like the trees were hung up, so people would take pictures there, have their you know the steps in the front, and all people were having their weddings and all that.
So what they said, bro?
I know what you said. I know what you mean.
Oh shit.
But what do y'all think about that? What's your reaction to that?
I mean, hell yeah. Not fucking. I mean, shit. Let that shit burn too. Because I mean, like that's like our Holocaust, right?
Yeah, basically.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? But it's to where it's like where I don't understand to where it's like now it's like people could make profit over like plantations that have weddings where people used to get hung, shot, raped, all that shit, and it's a happy moment.
It's people not knowing any better. You know what I'm saying?
No, they
definitely know.
I think they know.
You think so?
You gotta think about it. If you're planning a wedding type shit, you're gonna want to know everything about this place that you're gonna rent out for the whole night. You know what I'm saying? And like whoever's like the party planner or the wedding planner, they're saying they're gonna give you the history of this place. I mean, shit. Fuck that. Half of these white people don't give a fuck. They're like, oh shit, really? And half of them, it's in the South of Louisiana.
Right.
Not half of them. A good handful of them are racist too.
100%.
And don't give a fuck.
They don't care at all.
I mean,
it looks good. I want to take a picture. My granddaddy used to work here.
Hell yeah.
My granddaddy.
It's my granddaddy's land.
But see, the thing is, I want to know, has any black people have any?
And I was just about to go with that. Like, has anybody?
How would y'all feel if somebody did?
You're a jigaboo.
You're a jigaboo.
To be honest with you, it's like, how can you feel right about celebrating your day and a white man probably own that piece of property for people to have a wedding, and you still have that wedding there just because you wanted it for the gram.
Yeah, which is crazy to me. That's super crazy. I don't know if it was like it was like an actor or actress. They tried to cancel him for that. They had their wedding there. It might have been like, was it Ryan Gosling? It was someone. One of the same famous actor had their wedding there too.
See that one, I don't know, bro, because it's like, is it like this? Is Ryan Gosling and wife or whoever, are they really gonna be there for that? Or are they just getting their team or representatives to go give me a wedding and show me what looks good?
What you mean?
I think that was between him and his wife.
You think so?
I don't think like the team.
Like, you get what I'm saying though?
No, I get what you're saying. Like, if like one of his people that handles,
whatever,
all the other aspects of their whole I won't say their whole entire life, but of their life, making sure that like, hey, I need a venue. Can you please just like go ahead, check out a few venues, see what they are, and then get back to me. And then like they were like, hey, I got this one for you. And then Ryan Gosling was just like, oh yeah,
it was Ryan Reynolds. It was Ryan Reynolds. So it says this is a different plantation. So it said Ryan Reynolds married Blake Lively, who I believe is a country singer, in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina in 2012. The plantation has a history of enslaving black people, and the couple has since apologized for their wedding venue. Yeah. But yeah, because I remember they tried to cancel them, all that type of stuff. Like, how you
that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I feel like I hate to say it, I'm not trying to give him like an scapegoat. Like, do your history, bro. But it's like, for a person like that, don't you think he's probably busy to where he's not really pressed about, like, he's pressed about where the venue is, but like doing the history of that shit?
Yeah, I think they do.
You think they do?
For your wedding, yeah.
You think they do? That's a very special moment, bro.
No, I'm saying the venue, as the venue looking nice. I think they worry, but I'm saying the history, as in like, this is a plantation.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Because there's one, because
he still had it.
My reason is because like, they're celebrities and they do the research for everything else based on their PR and making sure they look right, look bad, depending on how it's gonna look in the media when they have the wedding.
But people have private weddings, do they not?
Yeah, but this wedding obviously wasn't private.
Yeah.
Was it a public wedding?
No, I'm saying that like it was publicized, like their wedding was here, like all that type of stuff. That's what
I'm just saying. So I mean, it was supposed to be private.
You got to think about the people that was there too.
And they're mega stars, so you know there's gonna get backlash from that.
I'm just saying it was supposed to be a private wedding. Clearly, got leaked.
But I don't think it got leaked.
I don't think it got leaked.
It didn't. That's a leak if it's supposed to be a private wedding. No,
but I'm saying they put their pictures out there. Like when they had their wedding, they put their pictures out there and got backlash from it. Like they posted them, all that type of stuff, the location, all that, and they got backlash from it. So I'm saying, like, when you do that, I think
that's
like
posting wedding photos. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can't say, I'm not gonna be the type of person to say like, I wouldn't do my history on like the venue, but I'm saying like, if I'm a busy ass person and I'm about to get married and I have like 100 million things to do, I'm gonna put it on my team to do that history. I'm probably not gonna be doing that.
I'm gonna put it on my team
to
go out there and get back to me with
bring me the information.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I know on my end, like, all right, babe, this is what we doing. This is what you want.
What if she wanted to go there?
Hell no. Mine? No.
She said mine?
No. I'm just saying, let's scenario play right now. I'm saying, like,
I mean, for them, they probably really didn't care. I think they only cared because they got backlash from it. They didn't get no backlash, probably wouldn't say nothing.
No, I'm saying, like, what if your significant other said, because when it gets to wedding time, that shit gets a little crazy.
Nah.
To where
we getting married in the backyard.
Shit.
Nah.
That's what a lot of males say until they get that spot.
Nah, it wouldn't be me. You asking me, hey babe, this is what you want?
Yeah, all right, she said yes. Fuck. We said fuck the plantation, fuck the history. Yeah. I like the view. Bro. I like the view, and this is what I want for my wedding. This has nothing to do with us.
No.
This has nothing to do with us.
You thinking Lorenzo and Patty? No.
I'm saying.
You think Teresa? No.
I'm just saying this has nothing to do with us. This is about me and you. Are they marrying me?
I'm marrying you, and I'm saying nah.
No.
So you're just gonna end the wedding like that?
We're just not getting married on a slave plantation? Hell no.
And they say I'm not thinking about the slave plantation. I'm thinking
that's another red flag.
And they say, what does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you?
That's my people. That's my lineage.
Yeah.
Is it your people?
Hell yeah, it's my people.
Was your family there?
Possibly.
And we're not living off possibilities.
I am. Well, today.
Why ain't taking that chance?
Shit.
Today I am. I'm living all possibilities.
So you gonna go through the headache?
That ain't it.
Are you gonna go through the headache or just tie the knot?
No. Because it's gonna be even bigger headache.
Let me ask you this: why is it so significant to you?
What you mean? I mean the representation of what our people went through. What you mean? Why would Me getting married on a slave
Shit,
plantation.
if I got married, I own this plantation for the day. Shit.
Not me.
Shit.
Not me.
Shit. If it looks beautiful, shit.
Nah,
You got that.
My people are gonna look over me and say, "You got married right here." I'm praising you guys. Thank you for letting me have this property for the day.
You get married to a black gentleman, white gentleman. What's happening
It
there?
don't matter who it is.
Think that does make a difference. Does make a
What you
difference.
mean? What you mean?
I'm saying so.
I'm saying for playing. I mean, I'm married. I'm saying I don't
I know
discriminate.
you're I'm just saying the
but I'm
optics
saying-
wise. Optics wise.
I'm saying, let's say if I'm who you want me to marry.
I'm just asking.
I mean, throw the
Does it make-
scenario.
Does it make all right? So you get married to a white girl.
Okay.
And she
Shit.
says we're getting married on this plantation.
Shit. Okay.
You still doing it?
Shit. I'm Django.
Django was with a black John.
I'm just saying. What happened in the movie? Django took over that fucking plantation.
So you're only there for your plantation just for the day. You're saying you're owning it. That's you take
Django
over.
didn't
Yeah.
take over any plantation.
Yeah, huh?
He burned the
burned it.
plantation.
Exactly.
He did exactly what he burned.
Check. Hell yeah.
He said check.
Yeah,
Here to
nah.
make sure he's here to rest.
No. I'm saying at the end of the
Blew
movie,
that bitch up.
they gonna kill you, Django. This is Candyland. And Django, what Django? He laughed and stand over that
Are
plantation.
you gonna burn
watch
it down
that burn.
after? Are you gonna burn it down after the wedding?
Shit, I might if they don't treat me right. Shit.
What? Say nah, fool.
I'm saying.
I gotta ask y'all: would y'all get married on a slave plantation if your significant other wanted you to get married on a slave plantation?
But I'm saying, like, you gotta
Yes
see.
or no?
You gotta see it like this, though. Just like,
I don't want to see it the way you see it.
why is that gonna affect your whole wedding, bro?
I just don't want to get married on a slave
No,
plantation.
I get it. Me neither. But I'm saying, but like, it's not gonna affect my day.
No
Shit.
people that got slaughtered right there.
Shit.
Lynched.
People get slaughtered on the roads.
I gotta watch these trees where millions. I won't say millions. I don't know if
Shit.
millions, but
Any other wedding
thousands of
spot
people.
that you're at in the United States before that, it was just native land. And they got slaughtered on that land too.
Yeah. Did
Huh?
they?
Didn't?
Everywhere?
Shit. Somebody had to claim territory,
You're right.
right? Before the fucking slave trade in Louisiana, it was something called the Louisiana Purchase between the French and the Americans.
So we're just gonna close out. You are getting married on a slave plantation.
Anything that looks beautiful to me and my wife.
Hey, bet. Hey, that's his preference. That's his preference.
So you're saying if it doesn't look,
It's your preference, bro. I'm not knocking you,
bro.
I'm
At the
curious.
end of the day, bro, how I see it is this, bro. I'm proud of the people, our ancestors before us, doing what they had to do so we could do shit like this, owning cameras and tech like this. But at the end of the day, they would want us to go back and celebrate where they got tortured because now it's a new era of life.
I don't think they want to celebrate that.
We're not. No, see, you're trying to twist my words, sir.
No,
trying to twist my words. I'm not
I'm not
celebrating slavery. I'm celebrating the fact that a black man can come on this plantation without being a slave, tying a knot.
I would disagree with that.
And celebrating with his people that are going to be predominantly black.
He had to get the words right. He got hot.
That are going to be predominantly black, 100%.
Hey, man.
So
We'll see what the folks say. Let's go into some more Monday Rundown news. BYU's quarterback is really under fire right now. It says BYU star quarterback Jake Ratzliff had a standout year in the 2024 season, but he's now facing extremely serious allegations. According to the new civil lawsuit, Jake is being accused of sexually assaulting a Utah woman in 2023 who claims the football star essayed her, strangled her, and bit her.
bitch, he needs to be on fucking ABC News.
And then it goes on to say in a new complaint initially reported by KSL, Ratzliff, BYU's first Jewish quarterback in school history, is being accused of assaulting a woman he met in 2023. According to the filing, he met the woman who filed under Jane Doe AG on social media that same year. They communicated online for a while before officially meeting at his home. It says Jane Doe alleges Ratzliff began kissing her and attempted to take things further in advance. Doe resisted. The lawsuit claims, however, that he began escalating the situation. The filing states that Jane Doe tried to de-escalate the situation and attempted to slow things down, trying to pull away, saying wait. However, Doe's requests were allegedly ignored. I'm trying to see what she's asking for.
She gotta be asking for that ban.
He needs to go to the slammer.
Yeah, it says Utah woman seeking punitive damages from Jake. But yeah, so what are you guys' initial thoughts on that?
He needs to go to jail, bro.
Yeah, he gotta go. I mean,
They charged Diddy with the same shit.
Is this just accusations at the moment, or
No,
did they?
No, these are claims.
Said his ass that he needs to get locked the fuck up just like Diddy.
Oh, 100%.
Is he in jail right now? No.
Nah, it says
Exactly. Shit weird. It's weird, bro. It's like a black man gets caught with that shit. They want to put him on front page media,
Right.
and then a nigga like this does some shit. Strangle her, you said,
and bitter,
and raped her.
Yeah,
basically.
So he's basically Ted Bundy.
That's a little.
He's Ted Bundy. So it's just like and this nigga is still outside doing whatever they fucking want. That's crazy.
He's wilding.
That's modern day America for you.
He's wilding.
Yeah.
He's definitely wilding.
He's wilding because it's a crazy story because it's like he was basically being put out there, you know, for being like one of the first Jewish quarterbacks to start at a program that's like a Mormon state. It's a Mormon university.
Yeah. And
the records that they were like going ahead and breaking as far as like until they lost to Arizona State, I think. They were undefeated. They might have lost before Arizona State, but they were on a roll basically. And that's where he was getting a lot of publicity. And NIL deals were coming in for him, and the fact that he was being Jewish during all the stuff that was going on too over in Gaza, it was just like he was like kind of like the main star. And now that this has happened, it was KSL was like the only people. Like I don't know how that's not like on like American news, how that's not on like a lot of these big.
Yeah, it should be on front
page news.
And then his lawyer.
Is that because Jewish media controls everything?
Could be. Could play a part of it. But it says his attorney Mark I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Butte, issued a statement on Wednesday in response to the lawsuit and said that he was looking forward to proving his client's innocence in court. He says, "I have met him, and he is a nice young man. He's also factually innocent, and we look forward to proving that innocence. Jake's focus this year will be on football. We don't try cases in the media. We will respect the process, and establish Jake's innocence through the judicial system." It says the university also released a statement explaining they take any allegation very seriously. Due to federal and university privacy laws and practices for students, the university will not be able to provide additional comment. So
that's the university's not making any comment.
Nah, it's because I wouldn't.
On Yahoo News too. So Yahoo picked it up too.
Yahoo picked it up.
Yeah, Yahoo picked it up, but KSL is the one who reported it initially. Yahoo picked it up.
Oh shit, Yahoo.
Yeah, so I mean. People picked it up too. People mad.
ESPN picked it up too.
I mean, it's probably recently been talked about a lot. Like,
why isn't ESPN picking it up?
But it's not. I haven't seen it like in the news like crazy, like being talked about like anything else.
Because I haven't seen it on Instagram. I haven't seen it on Bleacher Report. Like I haven't seen it on those type of like.
Why do you think that is?
I mean,
that's a good question.
You named it. You said it just like just who controls the media as well, and then just also racial ties as well, because like even like when the Big Ben situation happened, like it was a thing, but it wasn't like Bull was still playing.
That shit was a thing, bro.
It was
calling Big Ben.
I would say
bro.
Big Ben was a thing.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying I'm not saying it wasn't a thing, but I'm saying had it been anybody else, do you think he would still be in the league? Do you think he would still be?
Got you.
Like
maybe.
I'm just saying, like
Ray Lewis.
When the Mike Vick stuff happened with the Dogs, Bull was exiled, bro.
And he came back to the league. Got a deal.
Back, but I'm saying he came back later. But I'm saying
he got found guilty.
I'm saying I know him, but I'm saying the magnitude of what they're saying, even before he became guilty, they were exiled.
It was damn near. Niggas ain't exile him. Like who? The masses?
Bro, yes, bro.
Fuck no. There were still hella people that love Mike Vick, bro. Fuck that.
There's people that loved Mike Vick.
It's 50-50.
As far as the NFL and the people that were like controlling the narrative, they did not fuck with Mike Vick, bro.
Okay, we can say NFL.
It took him a while to get back into a team that actually wanted to take him.
How long after he got out of jail?
As far as like the Big Ben situation, it was just like Big Ben was just like, "Yep, I'm in camp." Like,
I mean, was he on trial for that shit?
Yeah.
Did he get found guilty?
Who, Big Ben?
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
I don't think he did.
I don't want to go ahead and.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he was able to do what he did. He didn't probably. I believe he got found guilty. I mean, innocent.
You saying Big Ben?
Yeah. If he got found guilty, he probably be getting kicked out the league.
You think so?
Yes, bro.
I'm just asking.
Fuck yes.
He probably got suspended, and that would have been.
It says Ben Roethlisberger, former quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, was accused of sexual assault in 2 separate incidents, but wasn't found guilty of rape.
Yeah.
And then it says in 2009, she filed a lawsuit alleging Roethlisberger essayed her in a hotel room. Roethlisberger denied allegations. The case was settled out of court in 2011.
And the
terms were not disclosed.
Bingo.
And then it says in 2010, a 20-year-old college student accused him of the same thing. In Georgia, the district attorney declined to file criminal charges, citing insufficient evidence. And then NFL disciplinary action. It says, although no criminal charges were filed, the NFL suspended Roethlisberger for 6 games in 2010 for violating the league's personal conduct policy. The suspension was later reduced to 4 games. Summary is Big Ben faced serious allegations of sexual assault, but was never criminally charged or found guilty. He settled 1 civil lawsuit and was suspended by the NFL. So, yeah, I mean, when it comes to that, just even less the allegations, because here, like, this kid hasn't been found guilty of anything yet.
Yeah, but if he settles, he probably did some shit.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
But the thing,
I'm saying, like, so based on like the settlement with Big Ben, do you think?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
If you settle, in my eyes, if you settle, did she settle? She settled like a payment, probably.
So it just didn't go to detail. Just said the civil.
So she probably got paid,
civil,
bro.
She probably did get paid.
She probably got paid.
But like, Bull's still playing. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, she cashed out. She got money. Her life has changed. So we don't need to go to court, because at the end of the day, like, you going to court is just she's spending the bag too.
True.
Nobody wants to really spend a bag, so let's just mediate on the side, and I'll give you what, $250,000. You can shut the fuck up and go.
You're not wrong.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and if that's what I'm saying, if I see anybody really settling for real, clearly there was a gray area.
You're not wrong.
You just got
that.
the bag to just hush people up.
And then when it comes to like Mike Vick, let's see how many he went to jail for how many years?
Like 2 years.
Yeah. He said he was suspended indefinitely by the NFL.
Hell yeah.
He missed it 2007 and 2008. 23 months in federal prison.
Bro, yeah, but the difference is one got caught, one didn't. That's the
one got caught, one just settled.
Yeah.
One got caught, one did not.
I'm saying based on your logic, I'm saying like
you didn't get caught for shit, Big Ben. You just came to some sort of agreement that nobody knows. Like, no, I mean, the only people that can open that shit up is the lawyers and the judge.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not debating that. I'm not debating that.
No bullshit.
Yeah, I was just doing based off like what you say. How you thought like if you settle, like you
but settling is still not getting caught, bro.
Yeah, but in Law's law, you're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the only difference.
But yeah, we'll see how this plays out during the year. With him, like if it affects his gameplay, affects his deals, affects his stock, all that type of stuff.
I don't think it's gonna affect shit.
He a junior, or he is.
This might be the last year.
I don't
think it's gonna affect shit.
If he gets found guilty,
I mean, it's not that big of a trending thing right now.
The season ain't too far.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. You think
so? It's just like, does BYU want to deal with a whole case going on with another bull, or
you think they might just cut his ass?
They might cut him, or they might just put him in like.
Because who's the boy that played at BYU, the basketball player that got kicked out of the school just for even having? You remember that? Was that BYU or Utah State? I can't remember. It was one of the Mormon schools.
I don't know.
He got kicked out for just having sex.
It has to be BYU because BYU. So Utah, you can. BYU, you can't.
Like do nothing.
Utah State, I don't think you can though.
Like do sexual related things. You saying?
Yeah.
You can't have no sexual activity. You can't have like no girlfriends, and you have to be married in order to do anything.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
But that's what also compared to like the one kid. And that was a black kid, I think, too. He was a hooper, kicked out.
I forget who fuck that.
It said in 2011, Brandon Davies, a standout forward from Brigham Young University men's basketball, was suspended for the remainder of the season after admitted to violating the university's honor code by engaging in premarital sex with his girlfriend. At the time, BYU was ranked number 3 in the nation. So that's only my confusion. Like,
so why is he not kicked out?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why is he not? Why is he still playing?
Because, bro, it's exceptions for a white Jewish man, unfortunately.
You know, maybe that's why, because he doesn't identify. I mean, that kid probably doesn't identify as Mormon either, Davies.
Yeah. No. That's
crazy. But that's the school guidelines. Who the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Identify.
That's what I'm saying. You're right. Yeah.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so
it becomes gray for certain people.
Right.
That's what you call selective politicking.
Yeah.
But
Let's move along to some more college news. So it said, this is not sports, but it says Harvard foreign students face uncertainty as Trump plans to block enrollment is halted for now. It says a judge has issued a temporary restraining order blocking Trump's administration plan to strip Harvard University of its ability to enroll foreign students. This ruling came after Harvard filed a lawsuit, the latest escalation of a dispute between the White House and one of America's most prestigious institutions. So how do y'all feel about that? The president trying to block foreign students from enrolling in Harvard.
That's
and enrollment.
You said international kids are enrolling in Harvard?
Yeah, and it says Trump administration says Harvard has not done enough to fight anti-Semitism and change its hiring and administration and admissions practices. Allegations that the university has strongly denied.
How I see it is more opportunity for Americans to get into Harvard.
Do you think it's wrong though? They should be denied like opportunity to get into institutions.
So when they say foreign, they're talking about
overseas.
You're overseas and you're trying to get a visa to go to school.
Yeah,
to
you don't
Harvard.
have to be overseas.
Okay.
You just people. You're not American.
He's saying he declined. He said he declined it for them to do
He's
that.
trying to decline. He's trying to.
I mean,
not allow them to enroll.
do I think it's gonna get done? I don't think so, because there's probably like a lot of wealthy motherfuckers trying to send their kids to Harvard just because it looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people that are funding Harvard that might not be American.
Right.
So do I think it's gonna work? No. But if it does, it's just like shit. If you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, it gives us more windows for American education.
True.
That's true.
Hell yeah.
My take on it is like it kind of breaks like a little bit of what Harvard is about, like the humanitarian part of it. Like you're basically disclaiming like people that are just as knowledgeable, as well as capable of like bringing, new because that's where like Harvard, there's like a lot of new stuff that like inventors,
the best in the world.
As far as engineering or even law, comes from that school. So it's just like it.
Shit, go to Yale.
Go to Yale. I feel like it's going to bring bad publicity, towards Harvard when it comes down to it.
Nah, yeah, it definitely could bring like on a global scale. Because I mean, when you think of like globally top colleges, it's like you got Harvard, Yale, MIT, and like what's that one college over in like London or England?
Cambridge
and
Oxford.
Oxford, yeah. That's what you think of. You know what I mean? Those are like the world class like of universities. So it definitely does hinders on an international level. But it's like, I mean, it all depends how you look at it, bro. Like for people who live in America, it's like, yeah, in the future when like you guys have kids in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years and that happens and it still reigns, it's like, yeah, it gives us chances, our kids chances to go in like high ranking schools and places like that.
You're not wrong.
I feel that. Yeah.
But I was just curious. Like I think, in my opinion, before you start to wind down and close out, I don't think it's right. I don't think they should be trying to limit the international students that come in. I think one, like you said, I don't even think it's gonna get passed, even though they're trying to do it. Based on even now, like the judge ruling, like they're denying like them trying to do that, and just the reason for it is, in my opinion, is like
it's not enough.
It's not enough.
What's the reason?
Because they're not fighting anti-Semitism enough. Like that's
that's the only reason.
That's what it said in an article. And I'm just like, it'd be different. It was like, all right, maybe the people are causing like harm, or they calling like threats or whatever it may be. It's just like,
or if like that nation was like in some type of debacle, I won't say debacle, but like some type of dispute.
No, right.
Yeah,
shit. I mean,
you talking about like the nation was in dispute with America. It's like, all right,
yeah, like China or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like something was going really like crazy between China and America.
In retrospect, though, like just imagine, let's say all like the Yales and the Harvards and the Oxfords kind of like went away. Then it's gonna really make people go to like the HBCU schools and schools like that are part of like relate to your culture and stuff like that.
You say, what do you mean like went away? Like they're
like so let's say like we took away all like the Ivy League schools and people don't look at them as like the Ivy League, the top of the top, and like we took them away. You think more kids will go to like schools that fit them like culturally?
Probably.
I think that'd be more lit.
Probably, you're not wrong.
I'm just saying, like,
no, probably.
Like, why is these schools so up there?
Because they marketed them that way, and they just been around for the longest. Probably, like that's the biggest thing.
That's really it, because they've been around long,
and it's also lineage.
Yeah, that's really
my father, my grandfather, my mother, my grandmother.
And it's no different than like when you go to like the prep schools and stuff. Like you come into high school, like, oh, we want to go here because of X, Y, and Z. It's like in reality, does it really make that.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes a
Network
difference.
pool.
That's what I was about to say. It makes a difference in terms of, like the network, but in terms of like actually like what you're learning and things of that nature,
Advanced learning.
maybe not, depending on where you go.
Advanced learning, 100%.
No, for sure. But I'm saying like even in today's world, it's just like a lot of stuff that you're learning in like Harvard or stuff, whatever it may be, or that you're learning in university, you could learn on your own, damn near, bro.
It's the brand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the brand for sure. Because like like Zuckerberg, smart person, went to Harvard, dropped out, didn't even graduate. You feel me? So it's like you don't necessarily need to finish school there, go to school there, graduate there to make a great impact on the world or whatever it is. But
You guys say you went there.
yeah,
For real, like you said, like
no
you
different than
said,
fraternity or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
as long as the
it's all
moment you
about
got
network.
accepted, say I got accepted to Harvard.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna just look like, damn, you got accepted
it
to
holds
Harvard.
weight. It's the brand. Exactly what you said. It's the
Hell
brand.
yeah, hell
It's all
yeah.
about the brand.
Hell yeah.
All right, last thing I want to talk about before we wrap up is NBA playoffs. Man, have y'all watched a little bit of the Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals?
I watched.
The Knicks suck.
Pacers are up 2-0. The Pacers are up 2-0. Halliburton been killing. Siakam went crazy. Last game he had 39. What do y'all think about that series so far? Do you think the Knicks are gonna get swept because they're back in Indiana?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll get swept. I think it might be a 4-1 series.
Really?
Nah.
I think Pacers are going to take this one, go 3-0. Knicks are going to make it a 3-1 to come back to New York to fight. But then I think Pacers is going to go ahead. It might be so. I'll say either 4-1 or 4-2. But I'm going 4-1 just the way like the Pacers are playing right now and like taking no for an answer. Like Halliburton is just on some different type of vibe right now. Like the fact that they were always talking about Holly B not being that guy, he's overrated. He shoot weird, the ball awkward. Like, nah, he's really doing his thing as far as like calling all the haters out. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Is he on pace to be a Finals MVP?
Oh, 100%. If they win the championship, he's gonna be that Finals MVP. 100%.
If they go to the championship and they win that joint, it's gonna be Holly B for sure.
Yeah, and they have to put respect to this day.
Because it's like you got Miles Turner and you know what I'm saying? But like Holly B is the one that takes over that squad. You know what I'm saying?
And Siakam shows up every now and then too.
Every now and then, but he's inconsistent.
He's inconsistent. One day he'll not do that, the next day he'll drop 40 or something like that.
Yeah, like he'll just be like a role player at the end of the day. So yeah, I got the Pacers going to the chip right now just because of the way the Knicks is playing. They flat right now, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
What do y'all think about
I was gonna say, so the Pacers curse seems like it's gonna be lifted, huh?
It might be.
I mean, they still got to play the team. Whoever come out the West.
Yeah.
That boy Ant-Man about to go to the dance, boy. What you talking about?
They down 2-1.
They down
Sorry,
2-1.
bro.
Come back.
This is making a story, bro.
They gotta win again.
They're gonna win. They gotta win Monday. They gotta win today. Obviously, we're recording, but like,
Trust.
I mean, it's in Minnesota. They went down 2-0. They got the game back when they came back game 3.
Trust.
Do you think they're gonna go on a run and win the series, or y'all think? What you think? Okay, so you gonna take it?
Nah.
I think it goes to Game 7, and then from there it's going to be up in the air. I think the way the Timberwolves played yesterday was a great start to come back from being down 2. The only problem with that is that OKC probably played their worst game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's just like if they play in somewhat of a sense, just I don't want to say a little bit better, but like if they get to the range where it's like 110, 115.
They lost by like 30 games.
Yeah, I heard they lost by 30. It was like 142 to 1.
It was 143 to 101.
Yeah,
No, I heard
they lost by 40.
about with SGA. They were saying like far as like they were saying like he didn't deserve MVP because most of his shots came from the free throw line.
That's because he went like 13 for like 16 at one point. But at the end of the day, it's just like the Bulls still had 30, 40 points. Like
Numbers wise, Jokic should have won.
That's what that's what they were saying. A lot of people said it should have been Jokic again, just about him being a most valuable player.
Yeah, but they were saying the reason he got it this year is because SGA got robbed like he did last year, the year before, just based on
so they're
whatever.
just going off. He didn't get it last time.
Because they said that similar thing happened to LeBron. Because they said LeBron probably could have won the MVP like 4 years in a row, 5 years in a row. But
do you think it should be like that just because you didn't win last year? Let's give it to them, or like if you're a standout MVP and you're probably the most valuable player in the league for what you do for your team and what you have on your team, it should still be SGA?
For the brand of the NBA, they're gonna mix it up.
No. But I'm saying, from what I'm just saying, it should still be SGA, or to what you say, it should be Joker.
Ask that question one more time.
Yeah.
Shit, damn, that was all in one big blah. But what I was saying is like when it comes to being an MVP and like what you provide for your team and what you do for your team, should it be a person like SGA or a person like the Joker? Because like I said before, like a lot of people are saying like, oh yeah, SGA, his points come from majority of the foul line because all he does is knows how to draw fouls and gets his points.
I mean, I see what you're saying. For me, the MVP should be like stat line and how you,
your plus minus.
Yeah, your that part.
That's my biggest thing. Is like your stat line and also plus minus. Like what your team does when you're on the court versus when you're not there.
Right.
Like if your plus minus is like say you're on the court and the plus goes all the way up because you're on the court and you're affecting the game in a positive way. And then when you're not there, say it's you're hurt, you're just not playing and the team's just trash.
Yeah.
That shows your value as a player, as opposed to just like stats, like whatever. You could have a great stat line and then your team, your plus minus could be trash.
So what's the comparability between the two?
I'll look it up. But continue talking.
Because I mean, like I said, you guys are more like the basketball guys and stuff like that. I mean, but from what I'm seeing, just from like this guy, well, I can really say I'm just a fan. It seems like when that boy Joker's gone, like I feel like there's a whole different shift.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nah, yeah.
If Nick, go ahead.
Nah, you having like triple doubles with 40 points is crazy.
Hell yeah, bro. That he's a guaranteed double every night, bro. Like that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And that, so yeah, I definitely get your point of like where you coming from as far as the Jokic situation.
Well, it says SGA's plus minus was better too. It says he was plus 918 and Jokic was plus 684. And then it said average plus minus per game. SGA was plus 12 and Jokic is about just under plus 9. So
is that because he has the ball more?
I
won't say
he's
that.
like control.
It's like Jokic has the ball
a lot too. The both offenses run through them.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but I'm saying, well, like, yeah, but Jokic is not always bringing the ball.
You're just saying when it comes out of bounds, like he's the one that has the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah and no. Just because it's just like when it comes down to SGA, he's going to facilitate or he's going to score.
Or, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really say just because he gets the ball out of bounds that it's going to dictate his plus or minus, or it dictates on the MVP aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, I'm gonna be tuning into the playoffs today. Tune off playoffs tomorrow. I'm excited. The playoffs have been exciting this year, 100%. But that's all I got for this episode. Got anything else from me?
No, man.
So, no.
What's up?
I was gonna say, like, far as like the streaming side, like you see the boy Kai doing like streaming university.
The streaming
all the stream, like that's smart, bro. Because it's like at the end of the day, they're all gravitating back to that nigga.
Yeah, back to Kai Sanat.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk
was
about
on
that.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to have an episode on like the streaming university when it starts gravitating a little bit more.
Yeah,
because it's only been like what, week 1, maybe.
I think it's over, bro. I think it was like a 3-day thing.
Okay.
I have to watch the clips. I've seen like short clips of like who's been in there, like some of the.
That's programming at its finest, bro.
Yeah, that's programming 100%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're really, because the kids in real life, those are real life NPCs.
Bro, like dead ass, bro. They really like, because they went to like a bar.
NPCs too.
Huh?
We're looking NPCs too.
What you mean? I don't think I'm an NPC.
No, I'm talking about in the world of people that watch us.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm watching them, nigga.
No, but you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like if you're creating your own world and this may be Patreon talk. Never mind.
Nah, keep going, nigga. Shit, keep going, nigga. We here now.
Yeah,
I'm not no NPC. Shit, I'm watching you.
I'm saying in the eyes of just like the viewer. Like you know how you saw like the NPC like Spider-Man, the Miles Morales, just doing his things in his own world. His character, like technically when they're watching us on the tube, bro, like we're in the. Some people only see us like this, and like say we expand outside to break the fourth wall, third wall, whatever. It's like, all right, now they're in our world, bro. It's like they're engaged in what we're doing on a daily basis.
What you mean?
Like so like say we start a live stream, right?
Okay.
Get it from there, like, and then like goes on the screen. Oh, do this, slap Rondell or something like that. Like, and we'll give you a donation or whatever. It's like, it's like you're an NPC damn near, bro.
I'd be mad.
Like the streamers.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think I'd ever be NPC, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying in the eyes of the people that are looking at you on the tube. I'm not saying you really are, but I'm saying the people that are watching you. Say if we're doing a show live, and people are like, oh, do this, do a call, and it's like you're doing what they're telling you to do. It's like you're an NPC damn near.
I mean, you're an NPC because technically you're gonna have to do that.
I mean, I'm just using us
because technically you're gonna. No. That's a great example. It's gonna be you that's gonna have to be the NPC.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it is.
I could transfer anybody to be the NPC.
Yeah, bullshit. Can't transfer this IP. Shit.
Did it turn into NPC Rocket?
NBC Mills.
We gotta find you a stunt double.
I'm literally the nigga with the black suit, the black glasses that slides up next to you. Do you want the red one or the blue one?
Just
Morpheus ass nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's all for today.
We have to have a talk about that though. We have to have a real conversation about the streaming, the NPC shit, and
Hell
all that
yeah,
type of stuff.
because people definitely would do this shit for the clout.
Oh yeah,
They'll see
100%.
the comments, do this, or the donations, and next thing you know, Rondell's coming across and punching the shit out you.
They said, "Thank you." They just do that over and over again.
I couldn't.
That's botted.
Huh?
I think a lot of that shit's botted.
What you mean?
Because you gotta think about it, you gotta have a little bit of bot when it comes to like the comments, just so people can just say, "Oh, damn, they really donating $100." But it could,
or is this homie there on the other side? Ding, ding, ding.
no, it's a machine, bro.
I'm just joking. Yeah,
Cause I mean, that'd be hard. That's farming at that point.
yeah. People engage with farm 100%.
Hell yeah.
No matter what platform it is. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode though. I'll go down the whole rabbit hole. I'll go down the whole entire rabbit hole about the NPC, the streaming, how people just be locked in on the screen, all that type of stuff on some Black Mirrors type shit.
So that goes back to the point where we said all further ago.
Are we the Black Mirror or are they looking at the Black Mirror?
We're the Black Mirror.
My brain all messed
We're
up
the
on
Black
that one.
Mirror.
Are we the Black Mirror?
We're the Black Mirror.
But we're looking at technically we're looking at the Black Mirror too. But they're looking back at us.
Who's the Black Mirror?
Huh?
Who's
That's
the
what
Black
I'm
Mirror?
asking.
I'm saying we're the Black Mirror.
Don't ask me.
Nah, we're the Black Mirror. No
Are we?
bullshit. Hell yeah.
Just curious.
Because whatever was like for say Kai Sinet, whatever he does, they do.
Yeah. So yeah. But
They
also,
think-
but
bro, they-
also, he's looking at the Black Mirrors on his phone. That's the Black Mirror. Like he's talking into the
Yes,
Black Mirror.
bro. Yeah, he is talking into that shit, but they're thinking everything's live. He thinks everything he's doing 24/7. Mind you, everything that he's doing is staged, nigga.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So they really think like, damn, we're really in this nigga's world, bro. Like they really think that that's his house, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, he probably just doing content and going so we don't know his house, bro.
Yeah, true.
You get
You're
what
not
I'm
wrong.
saying?
You're not wrong.
But they show it to where it's like, yo, they're in the driveway and everything. Like, yo, he really lives here. But like,
It's staged.
that's the Black Mirror, nigga.
Yeah.
Now everybody's trying to do streaming university. Everybody's trying to be a streamer.
People really think they showing off their real cribs, all that type
bro,
of stuff.
yeah, bro,
People get like
You gotta think about it.
Like Joe would have says on this thing. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do
Yeah.
not try this at home,
Bro,
He literally said that.
bro-
Do not try this at home.
the real life, bro. When you watch streaming university, they're doing nothing but having that camera so you can get every single angle.
Yeah.
That's the mirror, bro. It's the reflection, bro.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
Because then like Kai's like, damn, you got that, bro. How'd you get this? It's always rolling. Now, at that point, when you get in that type of position, like, are they the Black Mirror?
What you mean?
Like when you get to a certain point, it's like that's the gray area. What's the Black Mirror at that point?
And that's what I'm asking.
But I'm saying in the beginning, it's Kai.
yeah, but after that, when you get to a certain height, then what?
You gotta keep going.
Shit, my brain's lost.
You gotta keep going,
I
bro.
don't
Like,
think I could do it.
that's how you fall in the Matrix, bro. Because then that comes to the point to where it's
so
like,
you're creating your own new Matrix,
bro, it's like you're a character. Then you get to the point where you might get lost in that character, bro.
Yeah, and what you call them, Lock Blue again. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode of the Faces of the Future podcast. It's your boy Mills.
It's your boy Shronny.
Peace. Oh my God, is that the Faces of the Future?